What's up, everybody? How are ya? We are watching the live event here on Saturday. Well, you're not seeing us on Saturday because we can't do that. But looks like it's going to be a special chill to action reaction. Chill to reaction. And it's me, your boy Paul Denuzio, and this time my favorite co-host. This is what you usually says to me, but now I can say my favorite co-host, the host of Chilled Action, Danny Joy. How are you?
What's up, everyone? This is exciting. We've all been waiting for this live event. This is going to be a good one. I'm super pumped. How you feeling, Paul?
I'm feeling pretty good. I want to see what's going to go down. We have a lot of our people in Orlando this week already. They're going to be there live in person. That's why I've been on the screen a whole lot this week with the reactions, because I'm a poor man who couldn't make the flight down to Orlando this time.
Samesies.
But it should be a fun time. Unfortunately, they don't get to see Ben versus Bibbs, which would have been an amazing undercard. But the managerial bowl should be pretty interesting with our boy Kaiser, who has a plethora of knowledge. Dagnino, who's always some kind of knowledge. And then Emma Pfeiffer turning to the ring. So.
Yeah, this is going to be an exciting match to watch. Look at that. Yay, friends.
Yay, look at that. I don't even see anybody in there. It's too dark to really see. That's the problem. Oh, there they go.
I got 2 mics. I got 1 mic. I got 2.
Live events are so exciting.
Yes, they are.
Paul, how many have you been to?
I have been to 3 now. I went to the first one in New York, the first ever one. Of course, I went to Houston, where we solidified the Action Army.
Yes.
And, of course, the last New York one as well.
Yes. And I have been to the Houston event and the last New York event.
Right. New York.
Yes. Where we became New York.
Mm-hmm. I wonder what happened with the who won. I wonder who won the fan. We're going to find out. Probably get some kind of big announcement about that.
Yeah, that'll be exciting to see. I can't wait to watch that match also. If they ever air that, that'll be really cool. But then to see just a fan compete in the Schmodown at the studio would be really fun to watch also.
Yeah, definitely.
So 2 years ago, we were here and we said we're coming back. We're coming back for sure. And it was on the list. I'm glad we did. This is a great crowd. You guys are very loud and excited. And that's what we're gonna do tonight. We're gonna get loud. We're gonna go crazy because we're coming to the end of the season. This is the singles tournament has come to an end. And I know that it's a little bit of bummer we're supposed to have the singles finale today, but Ben Bateman has been playing like a boss. We're wishing him well. He had back surgery. The guy, I'm telling you, he couldn't even.
Oh my gosh, that match was brutal to watch.
I did not want to watch that. I guess somebody just was hurting. But it's amazing. The results of it was like consider how drugged out he was and everything, and
yes,
how pain he was.
So good.
That was amazing. He was just locked. I think it's kind of. I mentioned this in my reaction. I wonder if it was kind of like almost not easier, but like when you're drugged out like that, like did he just like go on autopilot and not second guess himself or anything? You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Just like kind of went with it.
Going for it.
Right.
He'll come out here, but I wanted to ask you. Oh, there he is! Right there. How dare
There's
you,
Mark.
sir? How dare you, sir? Big orange, dumpy gator. How dare you, sir? How dare you?
I love that orange.
Microphone. You want one of those? I know you love them so
Baby
much.
carrots.
It's so good. My favorite suit is absolutely 100% the
graduate Christian Harloff.
Which one was it?
The Tetris suit.
Oh yes, that was an awesome
What's
one.
really exciting about tonight's event is that we consider the Schmodown to be somewhat of a family affair. Oh yes, there's a lot. When we were doing our meet and greet, we saw a lot of people bringing their dads, their moms, their kids. There's a lot of motherly love here tonight. And Christian, that does not just extend to the people in the crowd. No, it does not. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to give it up for my mother. She is here tonight.
Oh wow.
Nancy DeFeo, get up. Where are you? Nancy DeFeo, ladies and gentlemen, my mother. I got you. I knew it. You didn't know I was going to do it, but I got you. Don't you do it. Don't you? No, I don't. No one needs to see me. No.
Oh,
pretty cool. That's
that's
pretty cool.
very
Did
sweet.
your mom ever, like, when you were a kid, did she ever scold you and say, like, movie trivia's never gonna pay the bills?
That's what she probably would say. That do something. Get off the street. Well, yeah, go do movie trivia. It's good to have my mother, my brother here, family, friends. Got a lot of friends from college.
I
Nice.
have no family here whatsoever.
No, no one likes you.
Nope.
Aw, poor
Watch,
Mark.
watch. You want to see that? Ask her. How many people love Mark Ellis? Come on. See, you feel good? You feel good? Okay. You feel good. You feel good. All right. But enough about you. I'm bored with it. All right. So
Your mom just waved at me.
Live events. Woo!
Woo-hoo.
you and that Mark Ellis are so good together. The chemistry's amazing. All right, but enough about that. This is about tonight's big event because, like I said, Bateman didn't make it, but the draft next season is going to be the big thing. It's going to change the entire landscape of the Shimoda. It's going to change the whole
Our draft already did that.
Deadlines.
Yeah, it kinda did.
Sport. And yes, people have been asking, well, how much of it is going to be you and how much is it going to be really the coaches drafting? 100% they all draft themselves. They've been studying, they've been looking at the roster, they've been checking it out, they've been seeing there's 150 players on the roster right now.
150.
Not everybody's getting
Wow.
drafted, and a lot of people said, well, tonight we got 3 managers and they're playing. They're not playing for the first pick in the draft. They're playing basically whoever wins. Let's say Emma Fife wins tonight, right? Let's say she does.
It's a very good bet.
It's a chance. But let's say that she does. If Tom Dagnino picks the 2nd overall pick in the first round and Emma wins tonight, she can steal that pick from Tom.
There you go. There you go.
So that's how
That makes
it's gonna
sense.
work
This is
out.
actually a very
Everyone
good
gets to
prize
steal
considering they
every
couldn't
round
get
and
everybody
the
there.
first pick that they
Yeah.
need to do. But let's hear about that. First of all, how many people are here to see Tom Dagnino? He's got an interesting
Tom is
following.
such a character. It's so interesting to meet him and interact with him.
He's got magic about him.
People
There's some
love
kind of
him.
magic where you just
Somebody-
you can't
know
look
what?
away.
If only
No,
Tom
you
himself
can't.
could speak as loudly as his fans.
I know. It's gonna be like
Can't hear you, Tom. Into the microphone.
Oh,
Somebody brought a sign for you, Tom.
And how about this? How about it for Emma Fife? She's back as a manager. She's back as a manager of the year last year, and now she's back. That's got to be intimidating.
That's gonna be fun to watch for sure.
Yeah.
It's funny because she's the one
Definitely.
that I think is gonna
See the brand new Five Club.
I wonder where they're gonna have like a reveal of like all the managers. Because like, did we say how many of them there were yet? Like officially, how many was it? Like 10 managers or was
I
it?
think I'm not too sure exactly, but I feel like 10 is the right number.
And she's also ready to compete tonight.
That's right.
Yeah.
So we've been doing a
And
lot of
lastly, we've had a lot of new
teasing on a
rookies in
few of them,
general, but we also had a rookie manager who kind of tore on the scene. That's Kaiser.
Oh
And I
boy,
don't know how to
represent.
feel about Kaiser. I don't know how to feel about Kaiser, and we
Most
don't
of the
either.
crowd is not familiar with Kaiser.
That's right.
It's a type of role.
Yeah. Can I tell you a funny story though? We had the elite group, and one of the guys came in. He was a lawyer. He's like, I put criminals in jail. Kaiser walked out of the room and he just left. All right. Well, look, we're all here for that for sure to watch. But then how about it? The main event tonight for the titles: Corruption versus the Founding Fathers. Let's hear it.
Man.
Let's hear
This
it.
is such an interesting match to watch because like none of us are big corruption or founding father
And
like
the stakes couldn't be
team
higher. Not
members.
only for the championship.
It's been that way all week. I've had a hard time. We had Roker versus Kalinowski, and I didn't want either of them to win.
No more.
I had to watch.
It's over.
It was
But
Roker
if they
versus
win,
Bibbs. I wanted
they
Bibbs to
defend
win,
the
but then trying to.
titles at the Spectacular
I'm
on December
Team
7th.
Guy, but it
It's
had
gonna
Bateman. I
fall.
had a hard time rooting against him
Who
considering
thinks
how
Corruption's gonna win?
hurt he was.
No.
But
All right.
corruption.
The boos are starting to drown out the cheers.
Well, let's see. Well, how many of you guys think the Founding Fathers will win? Wow.
Wow,
Wow.
that's surprisingly.
That's pretty loud.
Considering corruption has beat them both times pretty handily.
loud.
It's pretty.
I don't know if I've ever seen
Pretty
one
much a lot of
sign on
faith
both
in that.
sides doing two different things.
Yeah.
It's a Dagnino sign and a Dan.
I mean,
Dan
Dan Merle and John Rocca go way back in the league. They've been in there for a long time.
Guys,
They have
we
a
are going
big,
to start
huge fan base.
the
That's
draft
true.
poll.
That is
Let's show you
true.
A little bit of how we got here right now.
Oh, good little nerd chronic promo. Like that.
Yay!
The December 7th, the Schmoedown Spectacular. 5 matches, all the titles in the line. Whoever wins between Bateman and Bibiani will challenge Oyama for the title on December 7th.
I've got the
That's gonna
knowledge
be
on
so
the game plan.
exciting
Doesn't
to
show up in
watch.
round 3, I'll just
It will be.
in 5 rounds.
Will you be standing?
I'll be standing. I don't know how chairs work anymore.
Mike Kalinowski will be defending the Intergeekdom Championship.
I already crossed Chancer's name off.
Man.
You're out for redemption or you're out for blood?
Both.
I want to prove that I'm the best Intergeekdom player this league has ever seen. Don't
Yeah, I
want
wanna
to
see
belt's
that.
coming to me.
The Star Wars Championship on the line.
Can anyone beat you?
Well, you know, there's someone that I think might be able to.
The Team Championship will be on the line.
I'm just looking at that team tournament coming up, and I'm feeling damn good. After
That team tournament is gonna be so good. I can't wait for it. I'm super pumped.
Well, I know they taped all of it already, and I've heard through the grapevine, no spoilers, I've heard through the grapevine that there's some amazing stuff we're gonna see. That's what I've heard.
It's gonna be so good. The team, like the players, the competitors that are a part of these teams.
All right,
And
well,
the
that's for
team-
Schmoedown Spectacular, ladies
and where
and
the
gentlemen. That's
brackets
going to be
are.
coming up. And like I said, because it
It's
was
gonna be
a
a
kind of
good
last-minute thing here, because of Ben Bateman, the
Woo!
Manager Bowl,
Manager Bowl.
we do know what they're playing for. They're all talking smack with one of. They're all in the back. They wouldn't even stand next to each other. They're ready to. Emma's in their head because Emma has beaten Tom Dagnino twice.
Yeah.
She beat him at the Spectacular. She beat me at the Commish Bowl with Tom
This is
Dagnino.
Kaiser's
last
first
year.
time competing.
Kaiser is an unknown. We don't
That's
know.
right.
Okay,
Yeah.
so you think that
I'm kind of curious because like he had a lot of movie knowledge in her during our interview. Like it seemed like he definitely had a lot more movie knowledge. So I was led to believe he didn't know much, but he seemed to have a lot of knowledge. So.
I mean, look at the people that he's around. Kevin Smith, Paul Oyama, Eric Flipper. Like these people have extensive movie knowledge.
True.
It's insane. Like there's no way that he can't pick up on something.
Right, absolutely.
That's true. Well,
Birds of a feather flock together, am I right?
Absolutely.
Chazzik Bosman. When Dagnino famously said Chazzik Bosman.
Chazzik
and,
Bosman.
he's the word is awful at trivia.
Yeah, he's pretty bad.
Yeah.
Pretty bad.
Although his match with R&B was
It's
one of my
gonna be
favorites of the year.
entertaining Nonetheless.
Not gonna lie.
Fight.
Not
What
gonna
a
lie.
group match!
And we're ready to go. Ladies and gentlemen, are you ready to get going? All right. Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for the movie trivia Schmoedown.
Woo! Good
It's an
times, man.
energetic crowd here.
Indeed.
It's a fervent Florida bunch.
I already miss going to a live show.
Oh God, I have so much FOMO right now. It's not,
Right.
not even funny.
Representing the Five Horsemen.
Oh my goodness.
There you
with
go.
a record of 2 wins, 7 defeats.
There he is.
He is the 2016-2017 Manager of the Year.
We'll see if we can see any Action Army in the win.
Hello.
For
Friend, where you at, buddy?
Bobby
Bobby
Gucci.
Test all out.
Gucci,
Yeah.
Dagnino.
This might be the longest entrance we've ever had. He is going to want a glad
gonna
hand
milk.
each and
milk.
every. Oh God, he's not wearing a shirt.
No, did you expect any less?
Yeah, that's some sort of jacket
Do you think
situation.
Finstock will ever come back to the league? He's not completely banned, right?
Yeah, I think he wasn't anymore. I think he had it was only a year ban or something to that effect. He lost the mask. The mask was gone, so
Oh, that's right. No more. It's
unless he gets
forever.
reborn. I did get to see Action Army General Kyle Grandinetti there for a minute, so there's one there that's standing up. I'm hoping that Billy's there going to go full Belford at some point.
Yeah, I can't wait to see that.
What's up, Orlando? Your boy Gucci's here.
Oh, buddy.
You know, I almost didn't make it to Orlando. I got attacked by a cougar. She was beautiful. I did what any, civilized human would do. Called the Animal Control Center and sent it back.
Oh, buddy.
Let me tell you something here. This is about draft picks here. Okay? I'm playing Kaiser. Do we have something on Kaiser here? Thank you.
He certainly has the most unique outfits in the league, I think.
Oh, 100%.
Wow.
Oh, okay.
That is your boy Kaiser in like Rochester, New York, in like
Rochester.
1964. Look at this guy. Let me tell you something about Kaiser. It's all fun and games till you lose your sense of reality. And Kaiser has definitely lost his sense of reality. If he thinks he's a better manager than I am.
Oof.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, he's got Smets. He's got the other guy. Who cares?
The other guy,
You know,
the champion.
Yeah.
She claimed she's beaten me twice. But like, I'll reiterate this. Winners don't remember losing. Ever. Ever. Losers remember winning sometimes because they don't do it that much. She's a manager, then she's an announcer, then she's a commissioner, then she's a commentator. I know Florida got her back because she's a flip-flop and everybody wears flip-flops out here.
Oh.
It's Gucci time.
Gucci time. Gucci-san.
Look, Christian, I tried to warn Tom. I had the luxury of having Tom be my roommate last night, and I tried to warn him, like, you don't come to Florida and insult flip-flops. They are a way of life down here, and I support you. Yeah. Yeah.
All right. And his opponent, representing the Fife Club, with a record of 2 wins, 1 defeat. She is the 2018 Manager of the Year. She's the Golden Mike. Emma Fife. They love her, Mark.
Good,
They love her.
girl.
They love her. And why wouldn't you? 2018, she took the Shire Wolves to the title. Under her tutelage, eventually Cushing got
love
the
it.
Inner Geekdom Championship. And she's won Manager Bowls. She's won Manager
She's a
Bowls.
sweetheart.
She's had a great run. Emma
Yes.
Fife, ladies and gentlemen. Emma, there you go.
She's got to go heel someday, though. She's getting there.
By the way, Tom, it's Rochester, New York, not Rochester. So I'm glad to see that you're already staying true to form. Here's the thing.
Wasn't that Corruption's music
You're right,
that played?
I don't know.
It sounded like a lot like Corruption's music. Is I trying to say something?
I wonder what it was.
Are seldom. However, 2 of those times have been against you.
Ooh.
And that's just a fact. We already know that Tom Dagnino cannot beat me.
Ooh.
And as for Kaiser, Kaiser, I actually think I received a call from your parole officer this morning. Yeah, it seems that your little ankle bracelet, the range on it doesn't go all the way to Florida. So they were just kind of concerned about your whereabouts. Listen, this is all well and good. Obviously, I'm going to put all the effort I can possibly give into the match today. However, I will give Tom credit for this. This isn't about this match. This is about next year's game.
Woo.
And I've been Manager of the Year. And I intend to be that again. So, enough chit-chat. I'm here to win today.
Damn.
Emma Fife, ladies and
She's
gentlemen.
getting more and more.
Emma, the Golden Mike.
She's got a heel turn in her
Once
soon,
again,
I
back
think.
at it.
I do.
Yeah, she's tough.
the War of the
Tough,
Roses.
man. I like Emma Fife as
Emma's never saying yes.
coming off
Tom.
as a heel.
Definitely.
Their
Yeah.
opponent,
Dun,
It
dun,
didn't say this right.
dun.
representing the Dungeon, led to the ring by his bodyguard, Big John, with a record
Big
of
John.
0 wins, 0 defeats. He is Kaiser! Newbie in the group getting some booze here.
Yeah.
Look at Big John. Look
Who's
at
gonna
that.
boo John Kaiser? Who's doing that?
Kaiser is fighting people
What was
on
that?
his way to the ring. I'm more
Who's
intrigued.
booing Kaiser?
Kaiser.
Look at him! Look at him!
Oh,
They're
boy.
booing Kaiser.
Oh, boy.
He's not getting any love.
Having it,
There's
man.
some high fives, some legend lovers, but
There's
for the
some
most
high
part,
fives.
well, you got to look at it this way. These are two legends of the managing game here with Pipe and Dagnino.
And
He's a
this
newbie.
is-
Now, some say he's the front runner for manager of the year this year.
But he is a rube.
I knew.
And he's gonna
I'm so
get
happy to see
his
Kaiser at a live
rookie
event. He just
initiation
knows how to
in a
work
match
it.
like this.
Yeah.
There he is. Kaiser's
I'm
able
excited to
the
see
stage
this.
here.
I'm glad that his
Down and
first
Dagnino,
match
but-
is gonna be
This microphone is
At
my
a live
broomstick.
event.
It's good to be back in Orlando, next door to the dairy plant. All you lactose intolerant people, I'm sure that's threw you a curveball. Harloff.
Yeah.
I'd like to thank you for booking me a hotel room. It was awful nice of you. That being said, I got rooms booked all over town because I don't need you snooping around knowing how I spend my nights in Orlando, Florida.
John Kaiser's the best.
He is.
Look at Tom Dagnino. Look at Tom Dagnino. He's like the verbal Kent of the Schmodown. Walking around with a limp, mumbling and shit. You know, truth be told, me and Tom Dagnino are actually friends. Me and Bobby Gucci are not. And as far as Finstock's concerned, well, if I ever need a falsified passport, need to disappear for a few years, y'all know
That
who I'm calling.
sounds right, though.
All right. It's about right.
Yeah.
Emma, you and I haven't always seen eye to eye. I invited her to Primetime's championship parade.
Emma's just trying not to laugh at
downtown
this
LA.
point.
She didn't show up.
He's trying not
I don't
to.
know if she was bird watching or whatever she does on weekends, but she didn't show up. But I didn't take offense to that because now that this nuke is dropped, we got a draft coming in 2020. Okay? And all the lines are getting rewritten, Em. Okay? People you thought you trusted, people you thought were your friends, they might end up getting drafted by corruption.
Oh.
Which is like a common enemy of you and me, right? Ken and Grace. It's like Bonnie and Schmeigel, you know? Schmeigel, is that what it is? I don't watch those movies. But my point, Emma, is this.
Oh, boy.
You and I may find that we have to pool our resources to root out the common rat in this league that is corruption.
Ooh, a little timeout.
Because
team up?
everybody in this room knows what the dungeon does to rats. We turn them into hamburger.
John Kaiser, ladies and gentlemen. So here we go. Dagnino, Fife, Kaiser. Let's get ready for the draft bowl. All right, Mark. Competitors have sat down.
Oh, boy.
Round number one is about to begin. Give the crowd and people watching on the live stream the rules.
Hi, Mom. In round number one, it's a three-way match, but it's going to work like a normal round number one. 8 questions will be asked to the field of competitors. As soon as you hear a question, you have about 15 seconds to write down your best attempt at an answer on the whiteboard in front of you. Once we ask you by name to reveal your answer, please show what you wrote on the whiteboard at the same time you verbalize your answer into the microphone. These questions will come from 8 different categories of movie, trivia, schmodown, know-how.
Take all this shit.
Each question is worth 1 point. There is no penalty for missing a question. There's no stealing in round number one.
All right, as the competitors play musical chairs, we will.
I feel like I might have to do the rules 2 or 3 times for
Yeah,
this
that
bunch.
probably makes sense. So we're going to start. The answers already know. All right, we will start. We will start here and ask. We'll ask Dagnino. Are you ready?
In the mortal words of Al Bundy, let's rock.
Al Bundy.
We'll ask John Kaiser. Are you ready?
What do you think?
And we ask Emma Fife. Are you ready?
Let's do
Hey there, Mel. How are ya?
Ready to.
I'm ready.
Ooh, just in time. Just in time to start the match.
All right.
This crowd's fantastic.
Danny's having some
This crowd is
technical
great.
issues, so we're trying to get her back on.
Round number one.
I see her.
Anywho.
Is she?
Comedies and
She's frozen again. She just sent me a message. That's why I've been communicating, trying to work it out. So we'll see what we can do. Get Danny back on.
Okay.
Here we go. Here is the first question.
By Kaiser's bodyguard.
That's right. Big John's down there breaking legs. All right.
You just threatened to break somebody's legs?
That's what he was hired for.
He's good at
Number
what he
one,
does.
comedies. 15 seconds answer. Which SNL star
No one laughed.
co-stars with Chris Kattan in the 1998 comedy A Night at the Roxbury?
It's kind of a slap in the face to Chris Kattan, isn't it? He was also on SNL. I mean,
Yeah.
what SNL great starred with Chris Kattan? I thought he was great on SNL.
Mr. Peepers. 5, 4,
He eats the apple?
3, 2,
I was wrong.
1. Pens down, please.
Will
Pens
Ferrell.
down. We start with.
Oh,
Dagnino.
then it's right.
Party with this guy once. Will Ferrell.
Yes.
I'm not going to bother writing it
Yay.
down. I'm just going to say it. I'll say it at the end.
Yeah, I don't have a whiteboard, so I
Okay.
can't do
Missed
anything
and
about it.
John Kaiser.
I got Will Ferrell. Whose lawn Bobby Gucci mowed? That ain't partying.
John Kaiser tie here at 1. So here's question number 2.
Action number 2. In the category of action/adventure movies, what martial arts legend starred in the films Rumble in the Bronx and The Tuxedo? What I
Boy.
love about these competitors is that when they give an answer, they also give like an in-depth diatribe as to how they arrived at that answer.
Oh, you know no one's here for the trivia. On this.
No, they're-
5.
Can you repeat?
Yes.
that's
First one.
one of your 3 JTE rules. Action/adventure.
I love these movies.
What martial arts legend starred in the films Rumble in the Bronx and The Tuxedo? Something I am wearing right now.
15 more seconds.
This is Halloween, by the way. Halloween
It's like
parody.
David S. Pumpkin's weird cousin.
That's a compliment.
Yeah.
That's
5,
how I'm receiving it.
4, 3, 2, 1. We start with Emma.
Jackie Chan.
Jackie Chan?
Yes. Kaiser
Ah, darn it.
Jackie Chan.
and Dagnino.
When I was in Jackie Chan.
That's it. 2, 1.
Oh,
Okay.
Dagnino.
It's too bad that they don't do lobotomies anymore because Gucci would be a prime candidate.
Oh,
All right.
Well, I think this might be the longest match you have because of all the shit talk.
yeah.
I don't know shit talk. It's like
Number 3 is
Just
Rob,
talk.
who starred opposite Jack Nicholson in the 2003 romantic drama Something's Gotta Give.
You do some impressions from time to time. You ever attempted Jack? Give us a Jack.
I don't know if I can do it.
Come on.
All right. Hey, it's your old pal Jack.
I know the face. I know the face.
It's like I'm sitting right next to the guy.
4, 3, 2.
What's her name? What's her
1.
name?
Diane Keaton?
And we start with Kaiser.
No, I don't think that's it.
Helen Hunt.
No.
No.
Dagnino.
Are you sure?
As good as it gets is what you're
Helen
thinking
Hunt.
of.
I had Helen Hunt.
No. And Emma.
I wrote Meg Ryan.
No. Looking for
No.
Diane Keaton.
Diane Keaton.
Diane Keaton.
Oh,
So,
it was her.
It was?
2, 1, 2.
Hey.
In the world of 80s movies, the 1980s, your question is, who played Princess Claire Standish in The Breakfast Club?
Wow.
Something that I enjoyed at Waffle House this morning. Did you? I haven't been to Waffle House in like 10 years. Dude.
Obviously, my favorite character of those 5. Who are your favorites?
I ordered the triple.
I had to go with Judd
And they looked
Nelson
at
when I
me
was
like,
younger.
"Sure,
He was a
little boy."
badass, and I wanted to be a badass. But I was probably
The criminal.
I'd probably close to
Criminal
Michael
measures.
Hall. I wanted to be Judd
My
Nelson.
grandfather did.
Molly Ringwald was the answer.
Her name is Molly Ringwald.
Yes. Emma Fife.
Molly Ringwald.
Yes. Kaiser.
Molly
Here we
Ringwald.
go. 3, 2, 3. 3, 2, 3. It is. Okay. Next question. It is fantasy sci-fi. Fantasy
Why?
sci-fi.
The Jungle Book.
The Jungle Book again.
This 2009 sci-fi film starring Sharko Copeland.
Looks like Danny's having a little more technical issues. Have to have her maybe restart.
3 to 2 to 3. Getting competitive.
District 9.
Yes, that's it. Yep.
Yeah.
I knew it had a number. It was something a number. I just couldn't pull it.
Yep.
5, 4,
Yeah, kicking Danny off for a little bit. She's gonna try to restart and see what can happen.
I genuinely have no idea.
District 9.
Wow.
So who are we rooting for? I missed the first part. Who you guys got?
We actually didn't talk about it. We just kind of talked about how we liked everybody for different things. But I think I'm rooting for Kaiser if I had to pick somebody.
Good guess.
But I like all three for certain reasons.
All right, you're next.
I want Emma to go heel. I want everybody to go heel, as we know.
Gentlemen and
Dagnino's
ladies,
awesome
next
too,
question is in the
though.
world of teen film.
But Kaiser was just a friend of the show recently, so I got to go with Kaiser.
Utes.
Yeah.
Utes. Teens.
Your question is, who plays the lead character in the 2010 drama Easy A? What kind of a maybe this is a better question for your mom. What kind of a student?
No idea on that one.
George? A lot of A's. B's. C's.
Just make sure you're home in time for dinner.
Emma will get this. I'm almost certain.
I have no clue.
3, 2, 1, pens down, guys. Pen down. And what do you got?
Me?
Yes, you.
Carol Burnett.
Yes, it was Carol Burnett.
You know, I like her. She's I like Carol Burnett. She's really cool.
Yeah, she is.
The answer is Emma Stone.
Emma Stone.
Emma Stone. Dagnino got it though. That's impressive.
That's a big miss for Kaiser.
I think Dagnino and Kaiser. I'm not sure between them, but those are kind of where I'm leaning.
Okay.
Horror thriller. What 1968 George Romero film is known for creating the modern zombie genre?
I heard you went to
That's a
Halloween
pretty simple one.
Horror Nights recently. How
Is
was
it?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry, maybe it's not. Dagnino's almost scored more than he did in his match against R&B already.
Well, that's what I was getting ready to say. Like, this is Dagnino's chance to avenge
That's a
his
better impression than the Nicholson.
match.
1, pens down, please, and we start with Tom Dagnino.
I did start with Emma.
What?
Oh no. Okay.
Night of the Living Dead.
The answer is the Night of the Living
Oh,
Dead.
woo! It must be easy if I guessed it.
Night of the Living Dead.
I had Dawn of the Dead.
Oh, Kaiser.
Dagnino takes the lead, and Fife and Kaiser
Woo,
are now tied up.
Wow.
Look at that. Dagnino
Unexpected
takes
turn
the
of
lead.
events.
All right. Last question in round 1.
Last question in round number 1.
Barn
comes
burner.
In the world of animated movies. Movies
Watch me
drawn
get
by
this
hand
wrong.
or on a computer. Your question. Who voiced the robot in 1998's The Iron Giant?
Oh.
Look
Not
at
a Disney
Emma.
movie.
Emma
So,
could tie this up here.
yeah.
Emma
I got
could
this
tie
one.
this up if Dagnino misses.
But I remember
Look
studying
at
for this
Emma's confident.
like,
Look at her face.
on animated.
I think Emma's got
Yep.
it.
And
Kaiser's still writing.
4,
Dagnino not sure.
3.
That would be.
Dagnino
Oh, we
takes the
repeating the question. Okay.
Who voiced the robot in 1998's The Iron Giant?
Dagnino using her feet here, trying to figure it out. Emma very smartly holding.
Yeah,
to
you
her
gotta.
chest.
You
The
gotta
subject
clutch that thing.
Very smart.
has done multiple roles where he has very limited vocabulary in his voice roles.
3, 2, 1. We start with
Vin
Emma.
Diesel.
I believe it's Vin
That
Diesel.
is correct.
I am Groot.
Kaiser,
As soon as you said that, I was like, it's Vin Diesel.
Jim Caviezel.
no. And Dagnino to take the lead. No, Emma Fife has tied the game. Emma Fife has tied the game. Kaiser now finds himself 1 point below as we get into the second round. What a match so
Oh,
far.
boy.
How does round 2 go?
I just want to know, like, if you don't know the answer to the question, that's fine. Jim Caviezel and Ed O'Neill are two of the oddest guesses.
I mean, I'm a big fan of the Thin Blue Line because I watch cinema,
children,
not dumb movies with training dragons and things.
I don't know why that happened.
All right. As we move on to round number 2, this is known as the wheel round. The wheel of fate, doom, justice on the wheel. You're going to have categories that correspond to different corners of movie trivia schmodown know-how. Each competitor.
I think it'll be interesting to see either one of these people working together.
Yeah.
If it gets to opponent's choice.
The Hitman and Kaiser have their beef.
I guess
I don't like that kid. Never have, never will. I might draft him.
I guess Emma drew the short end of the stick as she's going to be sitting right behind the wheel.
Yeah, the wheel has now become more important than me.
Well,
all right, so we find
you
ourselves.
spin the wheel. Each question's worth 2 points. There's no penalty for missing a question. However, there is stealing in round number 2. So if a competitor first asks the question, does not get the right answer, the other two competitors may write down on the whiteboard their best attempt at an answer.
Good luck.
Show what you wrote at the same time you verbalized.
Dylan's videos today were hilarious.
Round number 1. And if you
Hilarious. I can't wait for the
it.
next one.
You can ask us for multiple choice. We'll give you 4
He just needs to skip his competition and just go around randomly with his video camera.
Do 3 questions in round number 2 for each competitor. And because Tom Dagnino is sitting all the way over there in the end, you're tied with Emma Fife.
Actually, no, Emma Fife has beaten Tom twice. She is the choice.
I do think it's more fair if
so?
Emma. Would you like to spin the wheel first?
Dagnino not happy.
I will spin the wheel first.
Emma's going to spin the wheel.
Emma,
All
please
right.
let us know after you decide what it is, what you're choosing, because we can't see from here. What do you got? What is that? Sandra Bullock.
Sandra Bullock.
I think I'll spin again.
You're going to spin again.
Okay.
All right, she's going to spin again. Although I don't know how much they would have known about Sandra Bullock.
I know her competitors may not know.
But I think
that.
they're pretty deep cut questions at this point because that's been spun quite a bit.
Okay. So she might.
Action adventure.
Adventure it is.
Alright.
Here we go.
That's after that. Kaiser and Dagnino know a lot more of those to steal, though.
I would imagine, but
if she misses it, that's when the steal will happen. All right, here we go, Emma. You have 3 questions. Here's your first. Emma, your first one. Who plays the villainous Raul Silva in Skyfall?
Oh gosh. Multiple choice?
Is it A, Jeffrey Dean Morgan,
choice.
B, Benicio del Toro, C, Edward James Olmos, D, Javier Bardem?
Javier Bardem.
Javier Bardem.
1 point.
Yeah.
I couldn't remember. I could not remember that one. I had my tongue right to my
Yeah.
tongue.
I was leaning towards A, but as soon as I heard heavy over it, I was like, oh yeah, it's him.
Oh,
Ang Lee.
Ang Lee.
2 points.
That one I knew.
I think that spin away from Sandra Bullock may have been the right choice.
All right.
Also directed The Gemini Man recently. Not quite the same
What is the name
success.
of Captain Nemo's ship in 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea?
Oh, the hang on. It's the
Multiple choice.
Is it A, Abernath,
Nautilus,
B,
I think.
Sulaco, C, Nautilus,
That's
D, Expedition?
The Nautilus.
Good job.
1 more point. Emma Fife navigating.
I only know that because there's a diner around here called the Nautilus. That's how I know that, actually. I don't know why it's named that, but
Lead over Dagnino.
And now one of these gentlemen is going to have to muster the strength to lift that wheel. Tom, do you want to spin, or would you like to defer to Kaiser?
You want Kaiser?
Is it 3? Is it 3 questions?
yeah, I guess it's only 3
Kaiser's
for this
up.
one. Because it's a
Kaiser
3-way
is
match,
up.
I guess. I don't know.
Wheel. And John, again,
Kaiser.
after you get your category, please let us know what it is.
Who is John?
Kaiser.
You smell like mothballs. Smell like the Gucci store.
All right.
Here's a spin by Kaiser. Kaiser's having a hell of a run this year as manager, I got to tell you.
All 3 of them are competent
that?
managers.
Oh, you hit action adventure? Okay, you got 2 more spins.
Here comes Kaiser.
Oh,
Tell us what
animated?
the
first one was
category
animated?
is.
Okay. What is this?
90s.
90s. Sticking with 90s.
I passed on animation, obviously.
All
I
right.
got really lucky there, Kaiser.
Pass the division. Going 90s.
I'll be
Okay.
asking you your question in the world of 90s movies.
Come
This
on,
is the
Kaiser.
decade where you hung awkwardly from a jungle gym.
See how everything ties together? It all comes full circle.
Who plays the lead, Mitch Robbins, in the 1992 film City Slickers?
Oh,
Billy Crystal.
Billy Crystal.
2 points.
All right.
Next up, Kaiser, for a possible 2 more points. 1997's Volcano takes place in what United States city?
That's a stupid movie. Multiple choice.
Is it
Okay.
LA?
I want to say
New
it's
York City,
state. I don't
B,
know, state or
Miami,
city. It was a
C,
city? Oh,
Albuquerque, or D, Los Angeles?
maybe LA.
That is incorrect. So
LA?
for a 1-point steal, both Tom and Emma can write down their best attempt at an answer.
Choices.
Your options again. Is it A, New York City, B, Miami, C, Albuquerque, or D, Los Angeles?
It's gotta be LA.
All right. So right, you have the answers written down. Tom, you have your answer written down.
Yeah, it's
And you had?
there was a in the La Brea Tar Pits. The answer is Los Angeles.
Yes, and
Los
yes,
Angeles.
they both pick up the steal.
Ooh.
That's
Fife
a big
goes to
steal.
10. Dagnino goes to 6. All right. Last one.
All right,
One for
Kaiser. 2 points would really help you out going into round 3 if you can get this last question in round number 2. In the world of 90s movies,
First of all, are there volcanoes in Los Angeles? What kind of horseshit is this? La Brea Tar Pits.
There are children in the audience.
Tommy Lee Jones or somebody else.
your question. What is the subtitle of the sequel to Gremlins?
Oh, the
A new batch.
new batch.
2 points for Kaiser.
Good one.
That's a huge
Wow.
answer for
That is
Kaiser.
big.
That keeps him in the ball game going into round 3.
Shameless plug, like Chill to Action. Geyser is on. He actually had a pretty vast knowledge of like quite a few movies. So I really like.
Something that he is confident with.
I think he's got a decent shot.
That's what actually I was talking about pregame. I was mentioning with Danielle. Like I was surprised at how much he knew. He had a very he said a
Like every
A
single
wide
double
range.
bill. Yeah, every single double bill people were mentioning. I mean, he knew
yep, he was throwing it in there.
all
and
the
talking
movies
about
pretty
it.
well.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
Walking away
That's right.
managing the team champions.
What's the category?
What is the category? Category, Sandra Bullock?
What was the category?
Category was Sandra Bullock?
Sandra Bullock.
He's not
Amazing
gonna
how
take
the
Sandra
competitors
Bullock.
struggle with telling us.
I don't know. He's so
The audience is
wacky.
great.
It wouldn't
Yeah.
surprise me.
He's gonna keep
He
it.
is gonna
Sandra
keep it
Bullock.
just like that.
What are you doing?
Oh, nope. Here he comes.
Oh, gotcha.
Oh, wait.
What are you doing? You spinning
What are you
again?
doing?
He's gonna keep it.
All
He's
right,
gonna
he's
keep it.
Making you work.
He's making this guy work way too hard with that wheel.
Oh man.
Very dangerous.
Well,
I
if I
think.
spin
It's like
animated,
a
I'm
throwback
done.
to my early
I can't do
Schmodown
animated.
days of carrying
Or
Here we go.
musicals either.
All right, here we go. All right, Tom,
Mm.
first question.
Tom, what are you
Sandra
doing?
Bullock movie. Who plays the snobby socialite Daphne Kluger, who wears the valuable Toussaint diamond necklace during the heist in Ocean's 8?
Oh, got that. Hint, it's Catwoman.
Writing down their answers in
Is
case a
it?
steal is afoot.
Princess Diaries.
Oh, okay. I
Anne
got it.
Hathaway.
3,
Anne Hathaway.
Anne Hathaway.
yes.
Is Margot Robbie in it? Because that's who I was thinking.
I don't think she's in that one. I don't think she's in that
Okay.
one.
That's where my mind went.
Next question. Here you go. Tom.
That would be her kind of role, though.
Who
That's the role she would have played.
directed Sandra Bullock in Speed?
Oh,
Jan DeBont, I think. Jan DeBont, or is that the second one?
Jason Patrick. He's a douche. Did anybody know that guy in real life? He's the worst.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
MC.
What did you
Choice.
say?
MC, multiple choice. He's speaking in codes. You know how he operates.
Is it
MC, multiple
Is
choice.
it A, Rennie Harlan, B, Jean DeBont, C, Wolfgang Peterson, D,
I think it's John DeBont.
McTiernan?
oh, McTiernan sounds.
He did.
You get one of those. A, Rennie Harlan, B, Jean DeBont, C.
It sounds like a McTiernan film.
D,
Since you
that-
kind of, it's
incorrect.
since you lean towards that one.
A, Rennie Harlan, B, Jean DeBont, C, Wolfgang Peterson, D, John McTiernan. All right, we start with Emma for the steal.
I said B.
That's correct for 1 point.
Jean DeBont.
And Kaiser
I had D.
did
McTiernan.
not have it.
Yeah,
So
Kaiser
Mike
McTiernan.
gets
Ooh.
1 more point.
All right, so
Emma
we know
Fife
that
might
Emma
just win this
Fife
thing.
Is going to be going into round
I
3
know.
with the lead.
I have two people I'm rooting for.
What kind of lead is he gonna
I gave them bad luck.
Tom, last one.
Yes.
In what 90s action film did Sandra Bullock play a by-the-nose cop named Lena Huxley?
Oh God, it's the one with Sly. That's the one with Sly.
Got one more, JT.
You have 2 more.
Oh, 2 more. Yeah. Who's my buddy? I should get like
5,
4.
4.
Demolition Man.
All right, second one. In what 90s action film did
She plays
Sandra
cops a
Bullock
lot.
play by-the-nose
Yeah.
Now that I'm thinking about it.
Quite a few. She's down in there. Yeah.
I'm gonna take a wild guess and say the net.
That is incorrect.
The Net
2-point
was a good
steal.
movie,
We
though.
cannot give you multiple choice.
You guys have 15 seconds to write it down.
We don't get a multiple choice.
You do not get an
you didn't
MC.
ask for it, so you
Learn the
have to
game,
guess.
Kaiser.
Oh.
Learn the
15
game.
seconds,
Ooh.
counting down.
Wow.
5.
Repeat the question.
All right, repeating 1 for Kaiser. In what 90s action film did Sandra Bullock play a by-the-nose cop?
A what nose cop?
By the book. Excuse me. By the
book.
book.
Oh,
By the book.
man, I think I blew it. I think I
Name,
know what it is.
Lena Huxley.
If this question was a horse, they'd shoot it.
Yep.
It's a horseman.
I think it is. I'm gonna really
5,
be angry about it.
4, 3, 2, 1. We start with Kaiser.
I had the Christian Slater movie Cuffs.
No,
No.
and Emma for a 2-point steal.
Demolition
Yes.
Man.
Emma
Oh.
Life takes a 5-point
All right.
lead. Going
Emma's
into
dominating at
round
this point.
number 3.
Wow.
She's at it again. She's at it again.
She just seems to win
Round
these things for
number
some
3
reason. Like, she doesn't
are
win a lot
I
of
know.
regular matches,
battles
but
of
the manager
I know.
ball
into the
or
third
commissioner
round
ball, it's
Yeah.
with a
It's a
5-point
Stallone
lead.
movie.
It is a 5-point lead
It
for
does.
Emma Life, but as the crowd knows,
I
as the
mean-
competitors
surprised
know,
Dagnino didn't get that. I
there's
realized it is a
competitors that
Stallone
they
movie.
advantage.
Didn't even get
Anything
it.
can
It-
happen in round
yeah.
number 3. Round number 3, we're going to need a series of 3 numbers from each competitor. These numbers can range from 1 to 20. Each number corresponds to a different corner of movie trivia schmodown know-how. The first question is worth 2 points.
So
The
Emma
next
could
question
win.
is worth
Ooh,
3
without even
points.
have to answer
The
at this
last one,
point.
should we make
So
it
if
a
Emma
five?
wins, I'm going to be rooting for the Horseman, and I cannot believe it. I wanted to like
Emma's gonna give
Oh
us
my
the
God.
first series of
Ugh.
I know.
numbers with Emma from
I don't
1
want
to
Dan to be a
20.
part of the Five
What
Club.
feels lucky to you?
I'm gonna go 3, 7, and 12.
3, 7, and 12 for Emma.
Of
We
course.
now bounce to Dagnino.
Let's go. Why don't you pull the scratch-off ticket out of your pocket and use
Let's
those
go.
numbers? Let's go 16 for
16.
Dwight Gooden. 17 for one of my favorite players and a good friend of mine, Keith
And
Hernandez.
last one.
Let's go with 18 for Daryl
18.
Strawberry.
All right, Kaiser, the numbers chosen so far 3, 7,
The best
12,
numbers.
16, 17, 18.
We'll go 15 for Thurman Munson,
Yep.
the captain.
Yep.
We'll go number 1 for Kevin Smets, the best player in the IG. And 5.
All right. All right. So we are actually
For no reason. For no
There's no
reason.
significance
story with
behind the
5?
number 5.
No story?
good stuff. All right, we're going to start with John Kaiser, who took number 15. He took number 15 for 2 points. John, you got Thriller. You got Thriller. Who played Simon Callum, who was the protagonist in The Gift?
Adios.
Joel.
Edgerton.
Yeah. I never actually saw the movie. I think he directed it.
The answer is Joel
Wait.
Edgerton.
He did. What Joel?
All right, so now we bounce.
Yeah.
Now we bounce to Dagnino.
Did they say protagonist or antagonist?
Dagnino chose
I said
16.
protagonist.
He did choose.
Yeah, and I
number
don't think he
16,
did.
Christian.
He was
And
the-
number 16. I cannot think of a
I actually
It was
never seen
that-
the movie. I just know that he did
It's
that.
very good.
Catch him
It's
this
very
week in
good.
New Jersey Horror
But I don't think
Fest.
he's the protagonist.
Charlie Sheen is the category.
Ow.
Charlie Sheen.
Well, I'm currently writing a sequel to Major League.
That makes
Great
sense.
story for another day.
I love that.
All right, here we go.
Your question, Tom, for 2 points in the world of Charlie Sheen. Charlie Sheen starred as Topper Harley in what 90s spoof comedy film?
Hot shots.
Hot shots.
Yep.
That's correct for 2 points.
2
All right.
points. One of the funniest films ever.
We bounce back to Kaiser now, who chose category number 1. Category number 1 for family films. Family films, Kaiser.
Yeah.
Here we go. All right.
Not thrilled.
Kaiser,
No.
family films. Which member of the Little Rascals is known for having one spiked hair?
Oh. That's a 3-pointer?
Alfalfa.
For 3 points.
That's a 3-pointer?
All right.
Really?
All right.
Thank you, Dungeon Heads.
Thank you. Now we go back to Dagnino.
Okay,
Now we're
Tom.
back to Dagnino.
Buckwheat was
Tom,
my favorite character.
you selected number 7.
I don't know. I feel like a lot of the young people may not.
Maybe not. Maybe I'm showing my age.
Excuse me, number
Because I
7.
mean, even the remakes like getting up there, so they may not even know.
I don't know.
I just felt like that's what it's called. The Cowlick and the alphas. Like
That's true.
3-point category is sports movies.
Sports movies. Okay.
And your question.
Do you ever
for 3
sit down?
points.
I mean, ever. Do you ever sit down once in your life? You're nervous.
And your question for 3 points. Who plays Coach Morris Buttermaker in the 1976 version of Bad News Bears?
Oh.
Bad News Bears. Yep.
I know. He should know it too. There's something
I think he does.
Know.
And to tie Emma.
Well, he's a legend.
5.
Does he have a name?
Walter
Matthau. Yes.
He does.
Yeah.
All right.
Walter
So Dagnino has tied Fife. So now he's forced Kaiser's hand. Kaiser has to hit his 5-pointer to stay in the game. So Kaiser is now, he chose.
I don't know what Dagnino's 5-pointer is, but round 3, he's gotten pretty much.
All right. So it's 5-pointer mark.
If it's a Stallone question, he's.
Saddle up, Kaiser.
Is in the category. How do you feel about musicals?
Oh,
I
God.
love them.
Poor Kaiser.
Watch us dance all over Kalinowski's ass later this season. If we make it that far.
Taking shots at Kalinowski.
Yeah.
One more shot as they throw him out the door.
Your question, Kaiser, in the world of musicals for 5 points to stay alive.
Damn.
What 2005 movie musical begins on Christmas Eve and ends on Christmas a year later?
Love Actually?
You might know
Love
it.
Actually?
Nope. It's going to be.
Repeat the question.
The second one.
Let me think. I just.
What
Okay.
2005 movie musical begins
I know it.
on Christmas Eve and ends on Christmas a year later?
How many JTs do I have?
You have one left.
Musical. Let me think.
I'll take that.
All right.
I'll take that.
Exactly.
Last one. Here we go.
Reminder to all of our friends out there, but more importantly, our friends backstage. Don't say the answer. What 2005 movie musical begins on Christmas Eve and ends on Christmas a year later?
Chicago.
Nope. Rent.
And Kaiser has been
525,600.
Rent.
Oh, there you go.
Looking for Rent.
You gotta,
Well,
you gotta
well,
watch. You gotta
well.
watch your wins.
What a
All right,
tangled
so
web we weave.
Isn't it fitting? Isn't it fitting that we are down to Dagnino and Fife? So
Yeah, Fife's.
that's right. Emma Fife will answer her first question, a 2-pointer. She chose category number 3, romance.
Okay.
Romance. All right, here you go.
Adios.
Emma, here's your first question. Who directed Ewan McGregor and Nicole Kidman in Moulin Rouge?
Oh,
Baz Luhrmann.
Yes, 2 points.
Now
All right,
Gucci.
here
Come
we
on,
go.
Gucci.
So Dagnino has to hit his 5. If he
Yeah.
hits his 5, he stays in the
Luckily,
game.
I think Kaiser got all of the
Emma
categories that
will
Dagnino
win
would.
and steal a
not
draft
do
pick
well in.
from either one of these
Let's
two
hope for
rounds
Sly and
next
Arnie.
year.
Sly and Arnie, come on.
Hey,
All right.
don't call him moron yet, because Dagnino could get this question right.
True.
You selected number 18
Right.
for your 5-point question, Tom.
18.
That corresponds to the category. I believe this is the first time that you visited your now homeland of Croatia, the 1980s.
19.
And your
I
question
could.
That's not a bad one.
for
That's
5
not bad.
points and to stay in the game. Tony Scott directed Eddie Murphy in what 1987 film?
You know, he knows it. He's got to know this.
You know,
Who knows?
I'm a big fan of Scott's.
5.
I am going to go ahead and say Beverly Hills Cop 2.
It
Yes,
is.
That's right.
Beverly Hills Cop.
It's that. That's
Wow.
it.
Woo!
So Emma Fife can now tie the game. It is 8.
I knew Beverly Hills Cop would come up this
Fife
weekend.
can tie the game with this
Wow.
one, number 7.
I come to play. I come to play. When the lights are on, the chips are down. The
I don't think I've ever seen Dagnino get 18 points before.
Yeah.
Number 7. All right, here we go. This is Emma's. This is number 7.
Yes. So Emma has selected for her 3-point question.
Tie the game.
Number 7. And Joe Theismann's number corresponds to the category of the 2000s.
Okay.
2000.
Well, the end of the decade now. It's just a
And your question.
luck of the draw.
For the win. For the tie.
For the tie.
Just kidding.
Tie.
Who directed the superhero flick Hancock?
I forget myself.
That's tough.
Yeah, I can't remember that one.
5, 4.
I know it's in it. But I'm the director.
Edgar Wright? No, that's not right.
Looking for Peter Berg.
Well, how
Peter
interesting
Berg.
is this?
Peter Berg.
If Emma Fife hits her 5-pointer, she wins. However, if she misses, Tom Dagnino will win the game.
Wow.
Here we are again.
All right, and Christian,
Deja vu.
wouldn't you
Feels
know it,
familiar.
Well, here we are again.
Emma
obviously.
selected number 12 for her 5-point question. And it just seems to be that kind of match where we're getting a lot of decades. And Emma, where were you in the 1990s?
Ooh, that's the
Mostly
90s.
like sitting on my couch playing PlayStation, I think.
Again, it's just the
That
question
would
of
serve
whether
you
you,
well.
you know it or not.
Speaking of
It's a year and a
decades,
half.
look no further than that piece of trash Dagnino's wearing right now. It's about 80 years old.
1970 Gucci.
All right. So happy that Christian invited Kaiser to stay.
You asked for it, pal.
Emma, for the win in the world of the 90s movies. In 15
Here we
seconds
go,
or
here
less,
we
tell
go.
me the answer to this question.
Okay.
What 1991 fantasy comedy follows a young woman whose unstable life becomes even more complicated when her wild imaginary childhood friend reappears?
Oh,
Oh, geez.
I know this one. She probably seen it.
You have 2 repeats.
I think.
Yeah,
2 repeats left.
Yep.
I'm managing Emma now. I don't want Gucci to win.
5.
Do you know it?
4, 3, 2.
Repeat the question.
Second one.
What
I can't tell if she's pulling a
1991
Bateman here or not.
fantasy comedy follows a young woman whose unstable life becomes even more complicated when her wild imaginary childhood friend reappears?
Hmm.
5,
I had it.
4.
Ugh.
One more repeat. 3.
The answer is Drop Dead Fred.
Last one.
All right.
Oh.
1991 fantasy comedy follows a young woman whose unstable life
Yep.
becomes even more
I-
complicated.
I'm
when
starting to
her
think she doesn't
wild
know it. I thought she was doing a Bateman at
imaginary
first, but I'm
childhood
starting to
friend
think she doesn't.
reappears.
It's one of those questions where, like, as soon as I hear the answer, it's like, okay, yeah, but it's like hard to put together.
All right.
I don't know. Muriel's wedding.
Wow.
Your winner,
Tom Dagnino.
Oh, boy.
Oh, thank you. Of
Bobby
course. Oh, great.
Gucci
Yeah.
with a
in 3 years.
holy
Was it-
18
Drop Dead
points.
Fred.
Drop Dead Fred.
Drop Dead
Was it
Fred.
necessary to remove your shirt, Tom? I
It's
was
always
rooting.
necessary every time to do it.
We were all rooting for you, and we had to do this.
He beats 5.
I am
Kaiser.
shocked that
What a
Dagnino
battle it was.
just scored 18
An
points and
incredible
won.
matchup.
Yeah.
Finstock has a lot of
Damn.
out here.
That's
I
not
know
what I
Emma
expected.
does
Good for
too,
him,
as
though.
well
I'll go
as
party at the
Kaiser.
milk plant next door. That should be fun. Tom.
It's a
Celebrate your
tough
win.
way to go out. And our apologies to anybody in the crowd who had to see Tom take his shirt off.
Go Gucci.
We're going to hear from both Emma
Well, he looks like he has a fresh wax, so he was prepared. He was confident that was going to happen.
As soon as he saw him come out with the shirt, like with his open button shirt, and he was coming off at some point.
John Schnapp, absolutely.
in 2016.
And
So-
here's the thing about Dagnino is that you could tell he had not won a match in a long time. He started out very rusty. He started out unsure of himself, but he started to find his groove, found his rhythm, got very lucky with a couple of these 3- and 5-point question categories, and he ended up getting the win here today. But before we go to Bobby Finstock, Gucci Dagnino, we're going to have an interview with Kaiser and Emma with our own
Here we
Jen Sturger.
There she is. I love Jen.
I didn't think she was going to be in Orlando.
Yeah, no, she is. Yeah.
Mm.
Emma, I cannot tell you how much I was jumping up and down backstage because we literally just talked about this movie.
We did actually literally just talk about this movie. And, you know, it's just one of those things where I think that everybody who was on this stage tonight has a lot of gaps in their knowledge. And it just so happens that for those round 3 numbers, Gucci picked ones that were not his gaps, let's put it that way. Also, decades are a broad category, you know? So,
Yeah, they really are. It's kind of more and more. Decades are just, it's just a crapshoot.
With how I played,
I
It's
mean,
almost like
80s.
yeah.
Yeah, Dagnino's 80s could have been a drama, and
Right.
he'd probably have been real stuck.
Right. It's almost like they basically really, it's like you should start like really studying like specific categories that you know are on there, and try to avoid decades if you can. I think that's the way to do it. Because you can't study a decade like that. It's just too much.
Yeah.
Little vague. Kaiser, you were here.
Like black magic and voodoo. What do you got up your sleeve? Yeah, I was here. I tanked that Dawn of the Dead. That was stupid. I should have had Return of the Living Dead. I was thinking
Live the Living
Trump's
Dead.
bank account, which was Dawn of the Dead, and I got all confused. But, you know, look, it was my first match. It was fun to be out here with 2 of the greats in the league. 2 of the greats. 2 all-stars who I plan on sniping.
Never knew Dagnino would ever be referred to as one of the greats, but here we are.
Oh, he's always been one of the greats. What are you talking
Well,
about?
I mean, yes, and personality-wise. But
Performance-wise, okay, I'll do that.
It was a great night to be here, man.
Damn.
Good luck to you guys next season in the draft. It's going to be a hell of a season. Back to you guys.
All right, thank you, Jen, and thank you to both Emma and Kaiser. And what a match it was. It was a battle. They fought. Emma, every single time Emma's in a match, it's like your edge-of-the-seat stuff. And she did it again, her and Dagnino. And this time, Dagnino takes the victory. And that's not the last we're going to see these two because, like Emma said, there are already things in the work because that's just them competing. Wait until they're maneuvering against each other and stealing picks from each other and trying to maneuver.
So Dagnino can steal a pick now from Emma or
Emma Fife
Kaiser.
drafts a Kevin Smets just to spite Kaiser.
Oh.
Usually when you have
I thought this was for like the first pick, but this is just, is that it too? Or...
It's not. No, it can't be the first pick because that wouldn't be fair because there's 10 managers. So just having 3 of them.
Yeah.
Basically, what is described is that for these 3, whoever has the highest pick, say Kaiser gets a number 2 pick, like Dagnino could choose it, could just switch it for take it from him.
I hope he's
Got
wearing a shirt.
Probably not. Ladies and gentlemen, he is the winner. Bobby Gucci.
You got a shirt back on or no?
Really milking it, isn't it?
I've got a shirt back on. He does.
Oh, he does. He does. Shirt's kind of the same color as his tan.
I love that you're giving me stage direction. What alternate universe are we living in?
Jupiter, Florida. Let me tell you something here. I'm gonna drop a little wisdom.
As he always does.
Easy to tear up a carpet, but can you lay the wood floor, the new one? And guess what I just did? Laid the wood floor. I went with my go-to number 16.
Well,
I love his wisdom.
Okay.
He's better than any fortune cookie I ever had.
Emma, you know, she did her thing. And,
Between the fireplace thing and the wood floor thing, I think he's.
this is all about the draft picks. So when the founding fathers win tonight, and then when Bateman wins the singles championship, I'll have 3 guys in my stable, and I get another top round draft pick. So look out.
Wow. That does. If that happens, that's
Yeah.
that'd be quite an impressive start to a new faction.
He could draft Drew and reunite Team Action.
I don't know. I think Drew would actually rather retire than go on the Horseman.
Right, and now Dagnino takes
Just to spite him, he wouldn't quit.
Draft bowl, but now it doesn't work. And now he's got to get right back out there because his team is about to challenge for those titles. The championship match is about to begin.
Oh boy. Founding Fathers
This
corruption.
is why we came to Florida. There's so many people excited about the
Any news from
of
Danny?
the Ultimate Schmoedown.
Danny's such a
Legends of the game, newcomers that have
her
really
internet's
come
being very
strong
slow.
to
She's
the
having a hard
scene.
time even like
This is
watching
where
the
it all
match.
goes
So she
down,
said she's
right
not
here.
getting back on might not be worth it. She's having internet issues, so I guess we're gonna have to say no. Yeah. Otherwise,
We'll
just
see.
doing it.
Well,
What do you think so far?
it was about to be like you pulling a Dylan and just.
Going solo. Exactly. I'm glad you got that. I'm gonna do my Jameson here so I could get drunk at this again by the end of it. But
At least it would have been like 4 hours long, like it's.
yeah, Jesus.
But they got here because Dan Murrell.
Now, I gotta say about this next. I wonder.
He was the champion this year.
Now, I know Shannon appeared at when Mike won, and that was a big deal. Christian wanted her to get involved, and she said no. But now she's like getting more and more involved on the forums and stuff. I almost wonder if it's an eventuality where he's gonna like wear her down. We're gonna see Shannon start walking around. Maybe Shannon be a manager at some point. Something to that effect.
Seeing them backstage, they all had their
I love that. She's good. I think she's a better trash talker than Mike and Roka put together.
They were away from the crowd. They were really getting locked in and focused. And then I think at some point Mike grounded Chance.
That's true. But look, there's a lot of interesting things.
I kind of feel like you. I don't know who to root for or root against right now.
This is always the hardest ones. The hardest ones to react to because I can't cheer. I mean, you can cheer for Merle at least. You can cheer for Merle.
Yes. Yes.
I don't root against Chance. I don't root against him at this point. So
See, that's my problem. That's my problem is Chance. I can't root for Chance.
Can't root for Chance?
Makes it very hard for me to root for Corruption. But it's Roka. So
I should decide though. I should decide soon because I've been rooting against Mike. Every time I root against Mike, he wins. The one time I rooted for Mike when he was against Roka, he lost. So maybe I should gotta make my decision.
Okay, so we added a manager to the stable here, and she's going to be handling the managerial duties tonight. If you're a new manager, you're really getting thrown into a fray with your first event being a live event with a crowd as raucous as this. So will that factor into the matchup into maybe the 4th or the 5th round?
And for those of you who know how it all went down,
Wow, so I guess that happened.
Here we go.
You know, John Roka and I decided to call ourselves the Founding Fathers.
Corruption, Mike Kalinowski, Chance Ellis.
Russell owes another one.
Beat MLS in a second.
Number one contender spot.
We'll see you in Orlando.
You know, with the tournament in play, you're going to be playing Ellison Kalinowski.
And your winner! I thought you said it counted. It's a ridiculous decision. I have no problem losing in an honest competition, and I feel like that decision screwed us over.
This was always about truth and destiny, and that's what we're here today for.
You're going to end up having to face Corruption sooner or later because they've been calling you guys out.
I want the Founding Fathers. I want to keep MLS in a second time.
So we have to take care of business in Houston and then take care of business against Team Crybaby.
The title shot. Any thoughts?
Corruption can get ready for us, or maybe they won't have to. That's up to me and John.
Just have to hit one question, and they will challenge for the championship.
No controversy this time, so at least I can go home, beat myself up, and wake up the next morning not thinking we got something stole from us. But Dan, if you use that number one contender spot, my vote is yes.
Chance Ellison, the youngest champ. Mike is a double-belted champion. They're having a hell of a year here. They beat the Founding Fathers. They are now the Movie Trivia Schmoedown team champions.
Hey, everybody. How's it going? I've been
Hey, Dan.
title shot since I won. I'm using my title shot, and I am calling you out, Corruption.
I want a stipulation added, but if we win, they have to break up. If Corruption beats Founding Fathers, then Dan Murrell, John Roka, they are no more.
I warned you to be careful what you wish for. We'll see you in Orlando.
I think I've made my decision.
Have you? What's your decision?
Ready.
I'm ready to hear it.
I'm ready.
I'm ready to hear it.
once and for all.
Wow.
I know.
We're
I
at
know.
a podcast where you are rooting for John
It's
Roca.
rough. It's
you
rough.
are rooting for John Roca.
It's
That's what
rough.
you're doing. You say you're rooting for Dan all you want. You're rooting for John Roca.
The way I'm looking at it, I feel like Roca and Chance cancel each other out. So then ultimately I'm looking at Merle and Kalinowski, and so I like Merle. So that's it.
That's how you do it. Okay. I can't say I'm rooting for anybody. I still can't say I'm rooting for anybody.
Rough.
Unbelievable.
It's rough.
Unbelievable stuff, ladies and gentlemen.
If there was a way for Dan to somehow win this on his own, I would root for that. But I don't think there's a way.
I don't think that's going to happen somehow. All right, let's see.
That's a lot hanging over the fact of a team they've already lost to.
Again, I want to point out Nerd Chronic. Another great promo. You just can do those in his sleep.
Number one contender in singles. He did well.
Yeah.
The guy is on fire right now, and Chance Ellison, one question away.
I gotta tell you though, like Chance or not, I like Chance. Chance is on fire though too. He's right. Chance has been.
Two main reasons.
Yeah.
I mean, he just lost. Just lost.
He's scary.
Have a magical
He's scary good.
They may just be.
And he's been getting better. Like it seems like it's almost like he stumbled at first, but the last like couple of matches he's been really been on. So, well, it's like almost like he took that next step.
Well, and when you don't hear from him, it's just like I know he's studying like hardcore somewhere for like months at a time. It's a little bit scary because
I mean, I think him being with Mike has helped him out tremendously because he can kind of just do his thing and not have to worry about the promo, not have to worry about Mike. He just lets Mike be the face of the team, not just the presenter of the team, and he just gets to go back and the Silent Assassin just do his thing.
John Roca, we know he loves his westerns, he loves his biopics, and Dan Merle, what doesn't he know? He's dramas, Spielberg movies. Anytime you walk into a blockbuster video and you say, Dan, pick a random movie, he's going to pick something that he knows a hell of a lot about.
All right, let me ask you this.
What are you going to ask me? I don't riff well. I don't improv well. I'm more of a stay on the script kind of guy.
Are you ready?
Yes.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for the movie trivia.
All right.
Schmodown. 5 rounds for the movie trivia Schmodown Team Championship of the World. Introducing first. Representing the 5 horsemen, the challengers.
That's kind of cool.
To the ring by their manager.
That's awesome. The Jaws and the Outlaw song go there. That's awesome.
With a record of 3 wins, 2 defeats,
This must be a David B.
3 knockouts.
I think it is.
The former 2-time champion of the world, John the Outlaw Roca. The former 3-time champion of the world, Dangerous Dan Merle.
So what's the over or under of Roca going oof after a category is announced?
Well, let's see. Five rounds. 5 rounds. I'm gonna say 82.
I'm saying there you go. I'll say 4 in the first round, maybe 2 in the second.
Considering he oofed westerns, there's nothing he won't oof.
That's true.
I believe that's a Hanes white V-neck. And here comes Dan Merle. And right behind him, John Roca.
Yay, Dan!
Trademark Florida State.
Oh, then.
Battling the Demon Deacons of Wake Forest. John Roca with his cowboy hat. They are locked, loaded, ready to go.
It's a mixture. You can hear
Boo this man.
Plus the Jaws theme.
I'm digging the remix.
The remix is awesome.
It is a remix of both. And the challengers.
I still haven't seen any of our compatriots here. There, I'm hearing they're on the other side. I'm hearing they're on the other side of the stage.
Oh,
like just out of camera's range, I think. It's just like this
like
side
on this side.
Yeah.
John Roca. Sir?
Johnny. He just called him Johnny. All right. Roca, we don't have all night, though, so let's not have a typical Roca promo.
I mean, at least he's not talking. That's
yeah, he will.
It is good to be back in Florida. I may be from Arkansas, but I spent a lot of years and a lot of beers in this state. And it still feels like home. I know we're in Gator country, but it still feels like home to me. So thank you for coming out.
I feel like Dan could run for like office. He's just like
Yeah, he's still got something about him.
We hear it.
He's
talks back. I don't. I just
yeah.
say that we wasted our shot. That I got all the way to the end of the free for all. That I outlasted.
What is Roka doing?
William Bibiani.
I don't know.
Only to get all the way.
Looks like he's trying to be Darth Maul, maybe.
And waste it on a team that we lost to twice before. I read it. I read what people say.
Leaving himself on the stage? I don't really know.
Is the blindfold going to come out? That's what I want to know.
And we're not giving this team up easily. I'll tell you that right now.
I don't know. I don't know that like in teams it won't really have that effect. I wouldn't imagine, but unless they both do, then it could be kind of cool.
Did you not see what just happened on this stage? There are miracles in the air tonight.
Or is it going to be the mask?
Could be the mask back. Let's see. Oh boy. Oh God.
What is wrong with you people?
Well, he's certainly a showman. I'll give him that.
I've been riding and dying with this man for some time now, and I got nothing but love for him. He's the GOAT, the greatest of all time. Dagnino just pulled out the greatest miracle of all time.
Can't argue that.
No.
That because it smells like horsemen in the air.
Horseman like horse manure.
And you know, I was watching Chance's tweet. I saw that tweet where he laid out his clothes like his mom laying out his clothes for school the next day. And he said he was a soldier and he was going to war. Bitch, I was forged in war.
Oh boy.
I fought them all.
Oh.
No hat.
Okay.
No hat.
The outlaw wasn't born, he was forged.
Okay.
So little Chance, I wore my camos for you because I actually served for 8 years. I actually was a soldier. And I'm going to war one more time with this man.
One more time.
Said,
Might be it.
You lost twice to them. Why are you going up against them again? You
There's
can't
that.
beat him. And then I beat Kalinowski, didn't I? What a shame for him to lose to me on that 5-pointer. What a shame. Kalinowski tries to call me the Uncle
Shame.
Outlaw. But let me break some news down to you guys. He's only a few years younger than me. Don't let that pretty nice ass fool you.
Wow.
He's in his 40s, too. We're at the same barbecue. His uncle's looking at nephews and nieces and hanging out with them. So he like,
Is this the best he has?
what came to see you back?
He's in his 40s too.
The horsemen are going to ride one more time.
Is he preparing to lose? Are you saying one more time?
I know.
But I don't think it is the end of the ride. So bring the old man and his son out here, and we're going to take him out one more time.
You got to take him out one more time. You haven't taken him out one time yet. Signals don't count.
Ladies and gentlemen, the founding fathers, the horsemen, and their opponents.
Roka calling Kalinowski the old man just
doesn't sound right.
Nope.
Led to the ring by Shannon.
There you go. See, just like I said, Shannon. We like. I like Shannon. I might have to vote for corruption because I like Shannon.
One defeat. They are.
So what does this mean for? Well, I mean, I guess we'll just have to see. But
Movie Trivia Schmoedown.
Because Ken and Grace couldn't be there or something, they said. I remember some of that, so I don't know.
Yeah.
So it might just be a temporary thing because they didn't want to fly
Maybe.
Ken and Grace there. Saves them a little bit of money, I guess.
True.
Corruption! Here come the champions. But what a promo by the founding fathers here.
Very intimidating stuff from both gentlemen. And Tom
I kept waiting for something to come from that, and it was just him talking.
Yeah.
because you can't follow.
Hey, she is.
I thought it was him building up to something, and nope.
Sputtered out. He does. He does give at least a promo, though. At least I will give him that. He does give a promo. At least there's somewhere. Ed. I think it's Alex. I think I just saw Alex. I might have saw Alex.
I mean, why wouldn't you? They beat them
I think.
Maybe the Horsemen hold on a little too tight.
That's right. That's right. And there's Chance Ellison. There's the champion. And there is the double belted champion, Mike, the Killer Kalinowski. There he is.
I had asked the question on the page. Who does Mike love, the belts or Shannon more? I can't tell yet after those videos.
Yeah.
Handing the belts over to Shannon, and there he is.
Hey, everybody. How's everyone doing today? Man, the champ is here, isn't he? Yes, I am. My, oh, my. You know, Orlando, my old stomping ground. You know, it still reminds me of the time I was here because it stinks still here. Man, nothing changes here. Orlando sucks. And I come in and Christian goes backstage like a lot of Founding Fathers fans out there, Mike. The audience feel like the Founding Fathers, but then they're saying, well, we love Mike and corruption. You know why, guys? Because you're waking up to it. You've seen what I've done here. First of all, Roka, take note what I'm doing here.
It's funny that Chance is even out front at all. It's totally Mike.
I'm happy people in the back row are asleep because you went on that mic again there, my friend, like you're doing there. But, you know, people think I'm going to come out here trash talk like they were doing us. You know, no. Dan Murrell, one of the greatest players of all time to play this game. And he is a true champion. He is a gentleman, 3-time champion. And then you got John Roka. You used to be good. You used to be good. You know, and I knew you were going to come out here like and just talk about our match. Yeah, it was a match, and you know, I knew what you did. You know, you call yourself a cowboy, but you're more like a farmer, just milking that one victory, milking it. And I gotta say, I'm surprised you're here. I thought you were still back in Collider from 3 weeks ago on your post interview, just milking it then. my friend, there you go. Get a good picture there. There you go. Through the whole shame. Flash Gordon. Dan, you know, I gotta say this to you, Dan. You know, I see what you've done. I've sat on the other side of the table with you now twice. You've played phenomenal both those games. You've got like this anchor just dragging you down. An anchor by the name of John Roka. And then let me tell you something. Do what I did. Ditch the dead weight and become a champion like I did when I got rid of DC Movie News.
Aww.
That did support
wow.
me. Chance
Poor Adam.
Look at this beautiful when you're managing us into victory. 2 belts. You know, Johnny, you talk about our loss together. That loss, you know, we said that team, there's a singles tournament together, you and I, my friend. You know what? And here we are, though. The tournament's over. We're back to where we started. I have 2 belts.
Here comes Dagnino.
No belts. No belts, Johnny boy. And you guys out there, you know what? We talk about the Horsemen smelling stuff. You know what I smell? Horse shit.
Oh, man.
How many of you guys want to see these 2 old men right here ride off into the sunset one last time on their little hobby horse?
Ooh, not very many people cheering.
No, not like
Some
Cubs fans.
trivia!
There he goes. I mean, you can tell, obviously, very heated up is the double belted champion, corruption, and the mind games begin, Mark.
I think both these teams really want to win. I don't know if either team wants to win more than they just want to see the other team lose. Look, they're getting their last. Tom Dagnino giving them Tom Dagnino reminding his team that he just won. And then Mike gathering his.
He's saying, boys, I can't be the only one that wins this weekend.
It's a murder of belts.
If I come back from Orlando being the only winner from the Horsemen, that's pretty bad.
I was going to say there was something about the state of the Horsemen at this point.
Getting set. No, already. We're talking back and forth already.
Figuring out the seating arrangements is half the battle.
That's fine. I understand.
It's a whole pride of belts.
Yeah, it's a whole pride of belts. But the champions, Chance Ellison
What is going on?
Her away from me, please. Thanks.
Ellison,
Wow.
sitting next to each other. Merle and Kalinowski sitting next to each other. This is interesting. Mark, round number 1, 5-round match for the title.
Ooh.
How does round 1 go?
Round number
Roca,
1.
Fierce Shannon looks like.
The field of competitors is going to hear 8 questions from 8 different corners of movie trivia schmodown. Know how each question is worth 1 point. There's no penalty for missing a question. There is no stealing.
I wonder how the bouts travel.
Each
I wonder if they have their own suitcase.
According to the video, Mike just took him in his suitcase.
As soon as we ask you by name,
Yeah,
after about
TSA.
15 seconds to give us your answer. Show what you wrote on the whiteboard. At the same time, you verbalize your answer.
Although, I
feel
mean,
like-
at one point I know
I feel
that
like
they should have a
they're
cabinet
probably
of them. So maybe Christian takes them. I don't know.
Yeah. But I imagine they're pretty heavy. And if it's a 50-pound limit, I would.
That's
I
true.
don't know.
That's true.
Pricey travel.
In my live events, I haven't had a chance to hold the belt, so I don't know how much it actually weighs. But
This is an individual test. Every point that each individual earns will be added to their team's total.
All right, so we are just waiting for a pen for John Roca, but we
Pen for John
Somebody break
Roca.
the pen.
We are going to start
Must have
with.
scared the ink out.
We'll ask Dan Merle. Dan, are you ready?
Scared the
I'm
ink.
ready.
Mike Kalinowski, are you ready?
You damn right I'm ready.
Chance Ellison, are you ready?
Let's get it.
John Roca, are you ready?
First thing he said all night.
They used to say I was born ready.
Then let's get ready to showdown.
Well, I'm
There we
glad
go.
that Chance and Roca are at the same table. They're my,
Right.
they're my avoidance table.
In the audience, I'll take it out long.
There we go. Does that one work?
I would try to make sure that it's not a permanent marker.
Pen from the audience. That's what we're down to. Next Patreon level gets us better pens.
You're going to show the boards straight to the camera, and you also say it out loud. No, it's all right. We're waiting. We'll wait.
We have a pen coming in the meantime.
Yeah.
Fun fact about tonight's show, John Roca and Kaiser, remember him from the first match? He was adorable. They sat in the same row.
Oh my
on the
God.
plane. Kaiser had
Oh my God.
was sitting a mere 3 seats away. But you saw Kaiser.
Yeah, I saw Kaiser.
Oh, I was gonna say the conversation there would have been funny if they knew they were there.
Did not exchange pleasantries.
Good? Okay, we good to go, John? All right, here we go, guys.
All right.
All right.
Start the match. Here we go. All right. Number 1. This is the category of dramas. Dramas. Cover your boards. In 2018's A Star is Born, which comedian plays Jack's friend by the name of Noodles?
I'd like a. I don't want to. I like it. I like a food nickname.
Yeah. Pork chop is a good one.
Could be actually confusing because there's 2 comedians in that movie.
It's not a possible
2
insult
comedians.
to my
But
weight.
the friend is the one that's the key there.
Is there? Who am I? I'm only thinking of one. You'll have to tell me who the other one is.
Hands down, please. We start with Dan Merle.
The answer is Dave Chappelle.
Dave Chappelle.
Dave Chappelle.
But her father is Andrew Dice Clay.
Dave Chappelle.
Oh, yeah.
All right.
Okay.
This is where I thought that was going at first.
Yeah.
Until they said noodles.
Competitors, your next category: famous actors and actresses. And your question: who played writer Helen Sharp opposite Meryl Streep in the 1992 film Death Becomes Her? Meryl Streep not on the wheel tonight. But you can still chant it when they spin.
It's
5.
I have nothing.
I got it.
A little early, but
Got
have
it.
at it.
2.
You've earned it.
1.
Goldie Hawn.
Pens down, please. We start this.
Nope. Wouldn't have guessed that.
Bruce Willis?
No. And Chance.
The girl, Mike.
No. John.
Goldie Hawn?
Yes. And Dan. Dan.
Goldie
Look
Hawn.
at that. They have not missed.
Wow. Oh boy.
Founding fathers.
That could be huge.
Big shot there by the fathers.
Our
All
next
right.
category.
Number 3 is in animated. Animated. All right. Who provides the voice of Marlin in the Finding Nemo franchise?
You know this one, right?
Last animated movie that made you cry.
Disney movie, right?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that was
Or
a.
Transformers?
That movie's made you do a lot of
5,
things in your
that's
history.
True. 4.
A lot of things.
3.
I am not sure if this is right.
Pressing itself.
My mother's here. 1. Pens down.
Albert Brooks.
Please, and we start with
Oh, yep. No, I didn't have that.
yes. John Roca.
Albert Brooks.
Yes. Dan Merle.
Albert Brooks.
And Mike
I'm not even showing it.
it is now.
I'm not showing what I wrote down, but it was not that.
Founding Fathers keeping their lead.
6'4". All right.
I mean, like, I know the voice, but I don't think I know that actor, so that's like.
Gotcha.
And your question: who plays Bruce Willis's son in 2013's A Good Day to Die Hard?
Oh,
Real classic.
awful, awful movie.
Classic stink bomb, that is. Am I right?
My dad loves it. He watches it all the time.
The fifth one? The fifth Die Hard?
Who was
Oh,
that?
that wasn't even a Die Hard movie. It was awful.
4,
It was
3,
Collided Live guest
2,
Jai Courtney.
1. John Roca.
Jai Courtney.
Yes. Dan Merle.
Jai Courtney.
Yes. Mike Kalinowski.
I'm also not a big fan of
And
that either.
Chance.
Jai Courtney.
Okay. So 2 more points for the teams. We are now, I believe it is at 8-6.
8-6. That's
Yeah.
right. The Founding Fathers still perfect halfway through round number 1.
All right. Fantasy sci-fi is our next category. Fantasy sci-fi. Who stars as the sorcerer Balthazar in the 2010 film The Sorcerer's Apprentice?
Mm.
If I could give you one magic spell to cast. What would you
Action
have
movie
the magic
anatomy
spell
icon.
for you?
Ben and Drew,
Wait.
one of Ben and Drew's icons.
My mother's here. 5,
Balthazar.
4.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh,
Got it.
You know, you can get that a monthly pill. They send it right to your house.
Nick Cage.
And Dan Merle.
Cage.
Cage.
Yes. Kalinowski.
Nick Cage.
Yes. Chance.
Nicolas Cage.
And John.
Nicolas Cage.
Wow.
Wow.
10-8. I knew they knew it was me. Oh, give me one.
Oh, boy.
Mhm.
All right, your next category in the world of comedies.
Carry over to the live.
And your question. In the classic that is currently 59% on the Rotten Tomatoes tomato meter, Spaceballs.
59 on Spaceball. Are you kidding me?
In Spaceballs, what is the name of the gangster that Lone Star is in debt to?
I love this one.
Maybe my favorite question.
I've watched this movie
One of my
so
favorite
many
movies
times.
of all time.
Yeah.
I could get it on multiple choice, but I can't.
And we go with 5, 4, 3, 2.
Pizza, The Hut.
1. Pens down.
Mm.
Mike Kalinowski.
Yep.
Pizza the Hut.
Yes. Chance.
Pizza the Hut.
John.
Pizza the Hut.
And Dan.
Pizza the Hut.
The Founding Fathers have not missed. They have not missed, and we're on question number 7. The Founding Fathers still perfect here.
Wow, both of them are perfect. That's impressive.
Next question, horror thriller. Horror thriller, also known this category as the softball question. What actress
Wow.
makes her feature film debut with a starring role in Halloween?
No, that is a softball.
I knew it was going to.
Can I tell everybody in Florida something great about Pizza Hut? Is that there's some Pizza Huts in Florida that are called Pizza Hut Italian Bistro, and I think it's adorable.
Good stuff. Kaiser's there right now, crying. 5.
He's got his fine Italian
4,
dining.
3. Yeah, he's really swinging off those.
I'll have the
2.
Cheez-It pizza, please.
1.
Jamie Lee
Hands
Curtis.
Down. We start with Chance.
Jamie Lee Curtis.
Yes, John.
Jamie Lee Curtis.
And Dan.
Jamie Lee Curtis.
Mike.
Jamie Lee Curtis.
It is now 14-12. 14-12. And we
Got 2 perfect rounds going, and they're both on the side of the Founding Fathers. So if Dan and John.
No pressure.
Not at all. But if they both get it and then they both get the bonus question, that's huge.
Huge swing. Huge swing.
Wacky, wonderful, wild world of musicals.
Mm.
Oof, I'll oof it
The
for
last
him.
question, round number
Oof.
1 is: who played Tracy's mother, Edna Turnblad, in the 2007 remake of Hairspray?
Now, if the
Oh, okay.
hit this,
Yep.
Got it.
That's it. 2 possible more points out of their total, which could really come back to help in a betting round, a speed round situation.
I am almost certain Dan will get it. I don't know about Roca.
I think he will. It's kind of a famous thing, I think. Kind of famous thing. John Travolta.
John Travolta?
He did.
Perfect round for him. Dan for the double perfect round.
John Travolta.
Double perfect round for the Founding Fathers. Mike.
I didn't have it.
Mike did not have it.
Oh.
Whoa.
1 point for corruption. 2 more points. 16-13.
We might be going to Mikey One Belt tonight.
Big hit. All right. Big hit. So the Founding Fathers had a perfect round. And here's how
So
this
now,
goes.
yeah.
Because they both hit it, Dan and John will write their questions on their boards. And this is just for them. Corruption will not be answering this to go up by a total of 5 points if they
A
both get it
double
right.
dewberry, as they
Here's the
say.
question for you guys.
Reminder to write your
Write it down. You got to write it down. Here you go. Founding Fathers. Bonus question. Terrence Malick wrote and directed this 1973 crime drama.
Roka thinks he knows it. Merle begins his penmanship.
They're looking for a 5-point lead if they both hit it. 5, 4, 3.
I don't know. I don't got it.
1, and pens down. Dan?
Badlands?
Yes.
Wow.
And John wrote
Wow.
I think it's Badlands.
Got it.
Damn.
Lead. Founding Fathers up by 5.
Wow.
Round.
And a
What a round
standing
by the
O
Founding Fathers.
for the Founding
And I tell you
Fathers.
what,
Wow.
this is gonna bring out the old Mike. When Mike gets behind, he gets in his head. He gets in his head.
Yeah. Yeah.
Look at the magic.
Unless Chance can keep them
That's only 1 out of 5.
That's
somewhat
true.
That's
afloat.
partway through the dance.
That's true. Round
So
2, he's at
how
least they
does
can
round
confer.
number
Might
2
be able to
go?
calm them
Round
down.
number 2 is
Yeah.
the wheel round.
I'm listening for the boos from our people, like
I'm
to
not
drown
doing
out
that.
these cheering, but
There is
I
This is
haven't heard too
overwhelming.
many.
choice.
This is overwhelming with Founding Fathers audience. I'm surprised.
Categories. Once a team settles on a category,
Come on,
6
Billy. Where are you? I
questions
know you
will
can
be
do better than that.
asked. There's no penalty for missing.
Unless he
a
lost
question.
his voice
However,
already, which could
stealing is
happen.
available in round number 2.
Yes.
So if a team misses a question, the other team can steal the answer. The teams are allowed to confer with each other to arrive at
So is opponents and
the question. Like I said,
is it gonna be on there? I wonder.
multiple choice.
Oh, yeah, I don't
We'll
know.
give you 4 options. One of
I'm
which
gonna say it's not.
the question
I'm gonna bet
goes
it's not
down to
too.
1. So
Well, no, it's Corruption's choice, isn't it? So I'm gonna
Yeah.
say it is.
5-point lead over
That could
Corruption.
be.
Would you gentlemen
I
like
think
to
if it's Founding Fathers, they wouldn't have. But
to your opponents?
I believe we're going to defer.
Going to defer.
They're going to defer.
Champions will spin first. Champs will spin first. Mike Kalinowski looking at that wheel and seeing what he can do. Spinners and opponents is off.
Oh.
They're off.
Careful
Okay.
with that wheel. Careful with
off.
that wheel.
Quite a strong spin.
Round and
That's
round it goes.
There's Bond on the wheel. That's the question.
Spinners and opponents off.
That's right.
And that is what, Mike?
What'd you spin, Mike?
Movie quotes? Movie quotes.
quotes.
Okay, so
That's no spirit. Spin that again. Quotes is awful.
They're going to spin again.
Mhm.
Okay, second spin.
All
Now
right.
Chance is going to spin this
Chance
time.
is doing the spin this time.
So what's it he going to hit here for the champions?
And the category is?
70s.
Ooh.
All right,
That's a
Mike,
tough one for them, I think.
That is a tough one.
70s.
This might be it.
Yeah.
All right. 6 questions in the world of 70s movies. And just for my notes here, Chance, how old were you in the 1970s?
Because I just don't think Chance will be able to help that much.
Ugh. Yeah,
Good to
Chance
know.
not
For
gonna.
2
Yeah.
points, gentlemen.
Oh
First
man.
question. Who plays Rudyard Kipling in the 1975 adventure film, The Man Who Would Be King?
I do not know. Multiple choice.
Multiple choice.
I can do that. Is it A, Christopher Plummer, B, Sean Connery, C, Michael Caine, or D, Jack Nicholson?
Plumber?
Say Michael Caine.
Read the options again, please.
The options again. Is it A, Christopher Plummer, B, Sean Connery, C, Michael Caine, or D,
I
Jack
think you might be
Nicholson?
right. It might be Kane.
A.
A is correct for a point.
It is Plumber. I should have stuck in my answer.
And a very nice
Tepid applause in the audience.
question, gentlemen, for 2 points. The irreverent adventures of Hawkeye Pierce and Trapper John can be found in what Robert Altman film?
Easy one. Mash.
2 points.
That was an easy one.
Mm-hmm.
Easy
Your
shooter.
third question.
Try again.
in the world
It's
of
just
the
if you've seen it or not.
1970s. Who plays Annie's troubled brother Dwayne in Annie Hall?
Five, 4.
Multiple choice, please.
Multiple choice. Is it A, Jeff Daniels, B, Christopher Walken, C, Alan Alda, or D, Bill Murray?
I'm going to say Murray. I don't have any idea.
5.
Alan Alda.
That is incorrect. So your options for a steal, is it A, Jeff Daniels, B, Christopher Walken, C, Alan Alda, or D, Bill Murray?
Christopher Walken.
That is a point.
Damn.
Dan with the Walken impression.
They didn't answer that correctly. They could have tied it, but instead, Founding Fathers adds to their lead.
Oh, man.
I mean, it could be a lot worse right now.
Could be, but Founding Fathers haven't gone yet, though.
True, but
in the Terrence Malick film Badlands.
Second Badlands question.
Multiple choice.
Multiple choice.
Oh,
Is it
Mike's
A,
got in
Sissy
his head
Spacek,
completely.
B, Jodie Foster, C, Sally Field, or D, Sybil Shepherd?
I was thinking B, but now I'm thinking
Let's
D.
see. I think that's Sissy Spacek. I guess. I don't know. I don't know the movie very well.
3. Can't do it. That's all it counts as 1. It counts as a
Sissy
JT.
Spacek, Sissy Spacek.
Okay. Yes, that's correct.
Wow. Yeah.
That's right. They can clarify. No, they didn't because they didn't repeat it. So if you would have repeated it, would have been a JT.
Yeah, Chance got the correct answer in the allotted time. It is Sissy Spacek. We move on. They get 1 point closer to the lead currently held by Founding Fathers. 2 questions left in the world of the 1970s, gentlemen. Your penultimate question. Your second to last question in this category, gentlemen. What 1971 film marked the directorial debut of George Lucas?
You don't know that one. They know that one. THX 1138.
Nailed it. THX 1138 for 2 points. All right.
That's a good one.
Claws to within 2.
Whew.
And they can tie it if they get
I feel like there could have been a lot more steals. The fact that they're even
testing everybody.
halfway okay is
Right.
All right, gentlemen.
All right, so it's tied up now. It should be tied up.
70s for 2 points and the lead.
Right.
In All the President's Men, where did Bob Woodward have all of his secret meetings with Deep Throat?
Oh, then.
Is it the
Parking garage.
2 points.
Oh, okay. I thought it was like they were looking for a specific like park.
right? So was I. Yeah, so was I.
21 to 19 as
Like
now
parking
Like
garage
a
at the hotel, or-
specific.
they're hoping to get something that they like. They don't want to land on something corruption's happy with because 70s did okay.
Yeah, that's tough.
Okay.
That's tough.
Dan, looking, the wheel's been nice to Dan at live events.
And will it be nice one more time as he
They'll
gives
call
it
the
a
Outlaws.
lusty spin?
And we're looking at Harry Potter.
Harry
Potter.
John does not want
No.
Potter.
No, not gonna do that.
You know, the Inner Geekdom champion wanted that one.
Yeah, could have gotten some steals.
Yeah, the Inner Geekdom champion is praying for one of those Inner Geekdom spots. And spin again.
Oh, must have been a repeated category.
Yeah.
New releases.
Oh, new releases. Well, Dan should be really good at that.
Yeah, he should be.
All right.
All right, new releases it is for.
Each and every one of these questions will be about the Joker film.
All right, here we go. New releases. In the Joker. All right.
What a team.
Oh, come on.
This guy.
All right.
What a cut up.
Who plays Louis Creed, who is the father of Gage in the 2019 version of Pet Sematary?
Oh, it's not Patrick Wilson. It's
I'm glad I know it this time. Jason Clark.
2 points. Okay.
I always get those
All right.
confused.
Question.
Not confused, but
Question 2. Who plays the billionaire Jack Morris, who funds the underwater research facility that the Meg appears at?
oh god,
Shut up.
it's the oh Jesus, I actually love this movie.
5, 4, 3.
Rainn Wilson.
Yes,
Yes,
two
that's it.
points.
I can totally see him in my eye. I can totally see him in my head. I couldn't think who it was.
More questions.
All right. Here is question number 3. Black Klansman won Spike Lee his first ever Oscar. Which award did he win?
I think it was.
Is it best adapted screenplay?
Yeah, that's what it is.
4.
Multiple choice, please.
A. Best director. B. Best adapted screenplay. C. Best original screenplay. D. Best editing.
Because it's definitely original. It's adapted.
For one more point.
All right.
All right.
Founding Fathers up now by 3 points. All right, here's question number 4. Who voices the role of Scar in the 2019 The Lion King?
Oh, it's a guy.
Ejiofor.
That's it.
2 more points.
I can never pronounce that name though. I would totally have been JTing that if I had to say that one.
Or is Tom Dagnino would probably go it.
Played the villain Organa in The Kid Who Would Be King.
Oh, one of my favorite actresses recent actresses. Also, a Dr. Sleep coming up.
5, 4.
Rebecca Ferguson.
3.
Rebecca Ferguson.
2 more points for Founding Fathers.
That was great, team. You just whittled down all the Mission Impossible alumni you can think of.
And your last question.
What did I say? I said Shannon was coming out. I started saying I was tipping my desire to want to see Corruption win because of Shannon. So I didn't have to root for Mike. He goes down hard.
Here we are.
Battle Angel.
Ooh, I loved Alita. I'm in the minority, I know, but I loved it.
Yes, it is.
Guess how
Ladies
false.
and gentlemen, 30
Jennifer Connelly.
to 21.
And
9-point lead.
Wow.
But you know, I think this does make it kind of tricky on what they bet because
And the
I bet nothing.
all over the audience right now.
Yeah, look
You're
at
by
it.
9.
With a 9-point
Even
lead
if you bet nothing, they bet 3. You're still up by 6.
Trying to will.
I almost bet 3 and just because worst case scenario, you're still up a pretty decent amount. Best case scenario, you're really like putting them away. I don't know. I almost go big. I don't know.
If it was up to me, I'd actually probably go like 1 or 2. Just try to get a little bit higher, but nothing.
You can wager anywhere from 0.
I don't want to risk a 6-point swing.
I guess it probably depends what the category
Yeah,
is.
that's true.
Points you wager.
Probably.
If you answer the question correctly, you're going to gain that many points. If you miss that question, your team loses that many points. So Dan,
It was Harry Potter, probably 0.
spin the wheel, and whatever you spin,
Unlike Jeff Snyder.
that's the category.
I mean, not for me, but for them.
Right? Yeah. No.
have at it.
Now remember, Mike Kalinowski in the beginning of the season.
Well, John shouldn't know Harry Potter. He worked in Harry Potter. Wasn't he like
That's a good point.
the engineer for Harry Potter?
Far from over, as the
Yes.
Stallone song once said.
I think he's on record saying he
You lose.
has no knowledge of.
What is it? Nicole Kidman
Nicole
movies.
Kidman.
Nicole Kidman.
All right, Nicole Kidman.
If I'm them, I'm risking. If I'm Corruption, I'm risking 3. Yeah, you got a Hail Mary back end at this point.
Yeah.
If I'm Founding Fathers, I'd go with 1.
All right.
Although maybe they know Nicole Kidman, so I don't know.
They might.
And she's in a lot of like popular movies. I might consider
Right.
2. I might consider 2, but
All right.
I know you don't.
not by 9. I'd go 1. I think I'd go
All right,
1.
here is the question, ladies and gentlemen. In what Nicole Kidman film can you find a mysterious substance known as dust that supposedly connects parallel universes?
Is that what dust does?
Apparently.
I got a lot of parallel universes in my 1-bedroom apartment.
That's gotta be.
5, 4, 3.
The question.
Here it is. In what Nicole Kidman film can you find a mysterious substance known as dust that supposedly connects parallel universes? The first one used here by Corruption. First JT, that is.
And it kind of helps out Founding Fathers, too, because they can talk with their answer as well. So.
And 5, 4,
I think it's. I want to say Golden Compass.
2, 1.
Oh.
Start with the
but I don't know.
How many points did you bet?
Only because I know it's a magical fantasy thing she's been in.
It's incorrect. You lose a point. All right, so the corruption.
You bet it all.
3 points and
Stoker.
incorrect. Looking for the golden compass.
Mm-hmm.
The golden compass. So
Good job, Paul.
Founding fathers find themselves.
That was actually just a guess. I've never actually seen the movie, but I knew it was like based on a fantasy series, and it was some kind of a lot of weird stuff in there. So I thought that multiple universes might fit right in home.
What about the speed round?
What's that?
I get to take off the headset and do my thing. Christian, buy me some time.
Buying him some time. Ladies and gentlemen, we start with we're going to get the speed round here. Now, this is interesting because if the founding fathers can find.
I mean, corruption. Even if they run the table, it's going to be.
Yeah, was it
tough?
Yeah.
However.
Yeah. They lost 3 on that. Oh man.
And they can find themselves right back in this thing.
Christian sells that sometimes. I like Christian always sells. They can be right back in this thing when they really are going to be right back, and even if they get all 5.
That's right, we have Christian, and as I say hi to Brandon Hanna, how about Brandon Hanna?
Yeah, Hitman. Woo! Hitman just pumped Roka. I didn't see it.
Christian George has 5 questions. Each question is worth 1 point. There's no stealing. Oh wait, yes there is, because it's a speed round. You have a buzzer in front of you. Once you buzz in, you have exactly 2 seconds to answer that question.
Can you imagine being there and everyone's so excited and you're just kind of like watching Corruption lose by 10? You're just like,
yeah.
What a deflating experience.
Mike's out of it right now. He's done. He's already checked out.
Yeah, he is. Even if he buzzed in, I don't even know that he would be able to pull an answer that quickly because his mind is so like
scattered right now.
Yeah.
Basketball player wore number 32 for the Orlando Magic. No idea.
Shaquille.
The answer is Shaquille O'Neal, but your buzzer does work. So, who was the point guard during the Shaq era for the Orlando Magic?
Penny
Hardaway.
Everybody reset. Okay, go ahead, buzz in. And the answer? Nada. Penny Hardaway.
Wow, they don't know about
call to action in-house.
Of the Florida State Wake Forest football game.
What quarter is it?
It's 12-7 in the second quarter.
That sounds about right.
Wake Forest. John Roca. Your last question. What branch of service did Charlie Sheen and Michael Biehn serve together in a classic 1990 film? Navy SEALs. Got it. Okay. We're good. All right. So, gentlemen, once I say your first name, then your 2 seconds begins.
All right. So here we go. So we're going to ask the champions first. Are you ready?
Yes.
And the challengers, are you ready?
Yes.
Here we go.
Let me make sure.
Mike's gone. He's just gone.
Yeah, he's just not even like.
Here we go. Here's the first question, everybody. Who wrote and directed 2000's crime comedy Snatch?
Guy Ritchie.
Chance.
Guy Ritchie.
Yes, for 1 point.
Chance might be able to keep him in it, but
In the Star Wars franchise, Queen Amidala is from which
Naboo.
planet?
Mike.
Naboo.
Yes.
All right.
Question 3. Who plays actress Anna Scott in Notting Hill?
Julie Roberts.
Yeah.
All right. Question number 4. In what post-apocalyptic tale does Denzel Washington play?
Book of Eli.
Book of Eli.
Yes.
Last question.
And the last question here. In 1954's Rear Window, who played injured photographer?
Jimmy Stewart.
Damn, Jimmy Stewart.
Yes. 10-point lead for the Founding Fathers.
Wow, not quite a knockout though. Not a knockout.
Corruption is in big trouble.
Damn.
Corruption needs to hit all 3 questions in
Damn.
the 5th and final round, or they will lose the titles.
Wow, Christian, how good did I look in my suit?
I mean, they just barely avoided a knockout.
Yeah,
Like-
that's,
Corruption is
it's so
having a
weird
good
because they
game,
knocked
but the
out
founding
the Founding
fathers are
Fathers a
having
lot.
a
It's like
game for the ages
it's
right
so
now.
weird. Instead of having like
There's
close
a-
match, close match, close match,
there's
everything, like
a-
they're trading
A
knockouts.
young man here
almost.
tonight who is a big fan of the founding fathers, and he had a shirt made up that had some of our nation's founding fathers, your Washingtons, your Jeffersons, and he also put Roca and Merle in there. And I'd say, based on this performance, they
Wow.
might belong on Mount Rushmore someday.
Right. Well, we don't know. It ain't over yet. We have seen some stuff go down in the past.
Oh, Christian.
Christian, you're trying to sell it. He's always like that. Always trying to sell it. This could still happen.
Here we go, Mark. What are the rules?
It's technically not over yet, but
Right. It is like the elimination thing. Like,
These numbers,
they're mathematically still alive, but come on now.
20. You're going to give us 3 numbers apiece. And once you give us your numbers, that each
I
number
can't
corresponds to a
imagine
different
in
category.
any way, shape, or form that Corruption can get all 3 other questions
first question
and have Founding Fathers hit none of their questions.
hit nothing. I mean, even like the 2-pointers.
Right.
Once we tell you what the genre is, the team must select which member is going to answer that question.
I don't think Dan Merle's ever missed a 2-pointer, for example. I mean, that's pulling out of my ass, but I can't imagine him ever missing a 2-pointer.
3-point question by themselves. You may only collaborate with your teammate for the 5.
If Frank Janice watches this, he's going to come on my ass and tell me exactly what had happened.
Leave it
But
to you.
I'll be asking the challengers first because they do have the lead here. Dan and John, what are your numbers?
8, 12, and 19.
8, 12, and 19 for the challengers. And for the champions?
6, 7.
I think at this point, the only thing I can hope for is that Corruption just doesn't hit it, because I really don't want to hear John Roca answer the question for a win.
6, 17, and 18.
I'd rather it just.
Champions must hit all 3 to stay in the game, or they will lose the titles.
oh, John's going to be insufferable.
Here is the first.
He's going to be insufferable when he.
question. That is
You missed more. You missed a very important word.
That's true. Even more so.
Mike's going to take it. Mike, 2 points. Will Smith is a professional date doctor in which comedy? 2
Easy.
points.
It's a 2-point question, Hitch.
Itch.
That's correct.
Jesus Christ. Oh, that's so easy.
Mike, I think they were sighing because they remembered a fond date that they went on to go see him.
All right, Chance.
Mike
Number
is
17,
upset.
You have.
So salty. Mikey won belt. So salty.
All right.
Kind of wish I was watching James right now, but James didn't want to come on our podcast, did he?
True. No? He's spreading the love, supposedly.
Mm.
So 3 points.
Yep.
Wow.
He's trying
All
to-
right. So now in order to tie the game and bounce it to the founding
Well, Corruption's
fathers,
doing what they had to do.
a TKO, they need to collaborate on their 5.
I mean, if they avoid a TKO, that's
Here it
pretty
is.
damn good work by them at this point.
You guys have
Yeah.
these sports films. Sports films. Here you go. All right. Here you go.
5 points and the tie.
Sports films. Who plays an aging boxer named Roy Honey Harper in the 1992 film Digstown?
Not a clue. Is Dan that nervous right now?
3.
Repeat the question.
Okay, second one.
You only have to, even if they get it right, Dan, you only have to hit 1.
1992 film Digstown.
Listen to this crowd, Christian. They're on the edge.
Maybe he's finally realizing he's sitting next to John Roca and it's making him sick.
They're just
He's realizing he has to continue playing with John Roca even more.
I thought I was out.
Who plays
Thought I was out.
named Roy Honey Harper in the 1992 film Digstown? This is it. 15 seconds. The 5s are up in the air. Will we have new champions? Or
Billy D. Williams. I got nothing.
It is. They got it.
Wow. Tie game.
Kalinowski saying you got to earn it. Kalinowski saying you got to earn it. Throws it back. He said you got to earn it.
I mean,
Wow,
let's settle down.
Mike, you're still going to lose power. I mean,
131, and now the founding
you
fathers
got to earn it.
need
Okay.
to hit the
All
2.
right.
If they hit the 2, they are the champions. And we now get to their category.
You know, Griffith's.
All right.
All right. Mike gathering his hardware for the winter.
All right.
What?
So here we go, guys. So
You got to say goodbye to it. He's got to kiss it
He's
goodbye.
savoring his last few moments
Yeah.
with it. Is that?
That's pretty much what it is.
And it's in the world of the company that owns the world, Disney.
Oh.
This is appropriate, is it not?
Yeah.
All right. Dan's gonna take it and try.
Here we are in Orlando. The winning question, probably Disney.
It's Dan. At least Dan's ready to do it.
Yeah, thank God.
Dan, what is the name of Captain Hook's first mate in Peter Pan?
Mr. Smee.
You can't talk to him. Don't talk to him.
Smee.
There you go.
Movie trivia schmodown.
There's
Champions of the world.
Dan's over there, Dan's over there shaking hands, and Roka's just gone.
Mhm.
That seems about right.
Look at this respect here.
Look at that.
The founding
Brother to brother.
fathers. The fathers take the belts, the fives in the air. They're the
There's a lot of love in this
champions.
area all of a sudden.
First time.
A lot of love in this
two-time
area.
Team champion, two-time singles.
Ugh.
Dan Murrell, John Roca.
I think I hear some booze. Is it our people?
It might be. Now,
Yeah, what a.
here's my wish now.
You see the emotion.
Well, not wish, but
between
the interesting
these
thing.
three gentlemen,
After
particularly John
the
Roca, the
double
outlaw
of the teams
riding high
tournament,
again, Dan Murrell,
we could have a championship match between
just another
horsemen.
great performance by him.
You could have who's the boss
Yeah.
versus the founding fathers of the
With
championship.
all the belts.
Roca and Murrell.
That would
Yeah.
make things quite interesting.
And Ben and Riley are gonna
Look at that.
cut and run. My hope, my prayer.
Corruption will go first here. Corruption will go first, and the champions will close it out. But we have, I mean, man, what an absolute battle that was. But they earned it. They earned it. They had to earn it, and Corruption went out fighting. Corruption
right.
went out fighting. So Jen Sturger is with the former champions, Mike Kalinowski and Chance Ellison. Corruption.
Still pretty tepid applause. Not gonna lie.
Yeah.
Mike, you still are smiling despite defeat. I gotta give it to you. You guys put up a hell of a fight that last round.
You know, it is the game, and everyone sits there and for the past month.
Just got a text
Kalinowski with his luck. It's
from
on
Billy.
the wheel. You know, the wheel given
saying, "What a shit show."
Against Roca, spun 70s. Those are his strengths. That's what he's good at. And
Time to rush the stage. Go streaking across the stage.
I feel a little sick to my stomach right now.
Save the show.
They absolutely did that.
Chance, obviously, you were disappointed in not being able to defend the belt tonight. Did you learn anything from this experience?
Yeah, I mean, I learned I gotta, what I gotta fix. Every time I lose, a learning experience. That's what I like to view my losses as. And
I mean, I feel like Chance really.
Take notes. We're back in 2020.
I mean, I can't really point to a weakness of his this match, really.
Right.
Everybody's mind around you.
Draft. What's going to happen? You know, we're still, as far as I know, we'll see where we might be safe. We might not be. It's going to be a new game, so we'll see what happens. I've got.
We might be getting a guest appearance from a certain Mr. Spence soon. That's what I'm hearing.
Oh, did Take 3 kick him off the air already?
I wonder at this point.
Yeah, I don't have a follow-up to that. Shannon, interesting to see you here. Where are Ken and Grace?
I have no idea where Ken and Grace is. That is an excellent question. If I were to guess, though, I
Ooh.
would probably say that Ken is somewhere balls deep in all-you-can-eat Chinese buffet.
Probably
Grace
true.
is probably sitting at home with her dogs, creating her little seance for the Witching Hour. I don't know. I don't care. All that matters is I'm here now.
This is definitely a storyline, maybe now. This is definitely a storyline.
Yep,
Ken and Grace
sounds
leaving.
like it.
Mm.
Is Kid and Grace leaving, or is Shannon, or Mike and Chance leaving Corruption? Is the question.
That's maybe they make Mike and Shannon, maybe Mike, Shannon, and Chance are kicking them out. Maybe.
know.
Yeah, which way is it going is the question.
Yep.
That's what I wanted. I said I wanted the team belt. We got that team belt. I did this man became the youngest champion in the single league. We did that. You know, things come full circle now. It's back with me with my belt alone. People are gonna come forward. I don't know who. Chandru Hannah's back there. Smets, of course, is still trying to get this going. It's not going anywhere. This is my belt. It's always been my belt. This is my
the end of the year.
It's all.
It's gonna be Mikey No Belts. Be Mikey
It's always
Suspenders.
been your belt.
Absolutely.
No.
I think there's like 4 or 5 people that would probably disagree.
All the time. But you know what? You guys always say that those guys are the ones that brought you in this league. You ride and die by them.
What's happening with my screen? I'm gonna try to do something real quick. See if I can.
Love that. These guys are phenomenal. My corruption stands by us. We're not going anywhere.
Give me 1 second. I'll try to do that again.
Okay, so he's saying corruption stands by them. Sounds like they're kicking Grace and Ken out.
Yeah.
Still very confident, Christian. They don't seem like they're panicking at all. They don't seem like they're doubting their abilities. It just didn't go their way. They got some tough questions. They got some tough categories, and sometimes it doesn't go your way.
No, it didn't. But they are 5-2, and Mike's right. They are in the top 5. They're probably going to be protected next season for sure. But it also shows that the founding fathers, they ain't going anywhere. They're not breaking up.
They're here.
They're not breaking up. And it was
Sigh.
Oh, pulling a Chris Clark. Where is Chris Clark? I haven't seen him in a long time.
Yeah, he's been kind of quiet recently. I don't know.
Movie
I miss him.
Trivia Schmodown. Team champions of the world.
No.
The founding fathers. The second time Dagnino's managed the champions, by the way. And there they are.
Unbelievable.
Dan Merle and John Roca. Dan's done it. Dan's done it. John's done it. And they both played really well together.
Yeah, they
Jen
did.
Sturger with the new champions.
Guys, give it up.
We
for
could
the
get a
founding
big,
fathers.
big broken speech right now. Prepare yourself.
For what?
The big Roca speech.
Bobby Gucci.
Oh, I'll just take my headphones off and you can tell me when I'm good to come back.
When it's safe.
I think the question is, are we getting a surprise?
We always do. There's got to be something.
So what could it be?
I don't know. It's a good question. I wonder if you're going to be.
Well, I was going to say it could be Ben, but he's obviously not able to travel.
Yeah, he's not traveling. I wonder if we get to see Grace and Ken on a video or something.
But that being said,
Or maybe Riley and Ben on a video cutting ties. That would be awesome.
Yeah, I don't see that happening yet, though.
The best people ever play the game here, and they're rightfully wearing that goddamn belt. That's for damn sure.
Unless, spoilers, unless they actually did win the tournament. And that's like the Christian's way of making it a dramatic thing.
John Roca, it's been a while since you've had this belt on your shoulder. I think it's been so long. Chance was still in diapers the last time you had this belt. How does it feel?
Jen's making it palatable.
Yeah.
Ooh, there we
Chance
go.
was in diapers the last time, and Roka's in diapers this time. So yeah. I mean, sorry, shouldn't have said that. Shouldn't have said that.
You know, sometimes you're not sure if you can get back up again and climb up that mountain.
He's pretty emotional. Well, I guess he had been through a lot. Wow.
He's the best.
And there's James Spence joining us from his activities during the Big Roca speech. How are you,
Excited
James?
to be back in my echo chamber.
But not as good as you.
How'd it go over there? Take 3.
Everyone threw up the 5.
You missed it in here. Melissa was rooting for the founding fathers.
I'm quite aware. That's why I had to wait.
When we teamed up with the opportunity to do this, and it has been a long road to get here. It took me up on that stage at the free for all to get us here, and you know, this game is it's. I was thinking just before it came out, it's so weird. This game.
Oh, is he crying?
Copy of our last game.
So sweet.
Except it just flipped, and that's how this game is. It can flip.
So
Just
fun
like
update.
that.
I'm about to throw up.
thing I
Like
love
I'm
about
actually
it
sick from
is
this.
that
That's not a joke. I am legitimately sick from this.
when you win a championship,
I saw this coming, to be honest with you. I did, because it just seemed like This is the way the story was going.
Not this bad. I thought it would have been closer.
Well, Mike got into his head, I think, once he was down. His Mike hasn't been down in a long time like this, that far down.
Nah, Shannon and Chance needed to pick him up as he was dragging his feet.
Yeah. That's what I told Paul was like, Chance will have to pull him out of it. I mean, he did pretty good, but
He couldn't only go so
if he
far.
didn't, it would have been a disaster.
The betting round sealed it at that point. I mean, that was the only chance I had to get back into it was like a 6-point swing. But I did like seeing Shannon as a manager, though. I did like that.
Mutiny.
Yeah, that's what it seems like. They're making that some kind of storyline.
You know, you guys know I wear my heart on my sleeve. I come into this
No
game,
shit.
I give it everything I got.
Oh, I can curse now. Oh God, thank you.
You can't.
Take 3 can't fucking curse, and it sucks.
Really? Oh wow.
We had a massive swear jar going.
I bet you did.
And I love each and every one.
Why can't they?
Each and every one of you.
They just don't like to.
The action people are
Oh, so they can. They just
What?
Shoot.
He called us out. He called us out.
Yeah,
The call to action people.
Here's the deal. Like I said before I started blubbering, like doing a Kalinowski act, I'm going to tell you this. No, all respect to Kalinowski. I love him to death. Like I said, we've known each other 20 years. Never quit. No matter what. It may feel like you can't. You may be on your hands and knees without breath thinking, why? How much more can I take? If you brush yourself off, get up.
Wow.
And keep going. You never
He just got called out by John Roca.
On the live event.
Thank you, Tom. Thank you, Tom. This is one of the best managers ever.
I love it.
Took a while for me to get on board.
Means we're on his radar.
That means that reaction will not go down in vain.
Doesn't matter how much we get blocked on Twitter. He still wants to give us attention.
And when I get home, we're gonna make love like we never made love before.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Melissa, you rooted for him. Keep that in mind. Roca, we don't need to hear about your hanging and banging and your Vienna sausage, shrimp dick. We don't care.
Who's supplying him with the Viagra?
Oh.
I mean,
He's 100% wearing the belt when he's having sex. But yeah, 4 times, 4 times, yeah.
He's 100% having sex with the belt. Like that's 150%.
He's gonna wrap it in roast beef, put in a microwave, and just.
Oh man.
Good enough.
Watch. There we go. All right, Christian. I mean,
yeah, sure.
Sorry, guys. Dan, come back up here.
Stop it. Stop it.
One thing I knew coming into this thing, if we won it, we weren't done with just winning it. I've never defended a belt. That has stuck in my craw since
Retire.
And whoever wins that,
I don't want to think of Roca's crawl.
We are ready for you.
Okay. Never mind.
So
Never
give it
mind.
your best shot
Never mind.
and come for the belts. We'll be waiting.
Oh. Ooh. I just realized something that I can't say.
Look at all the fives in the air. The 5 horsemen.
Put it to, okay.
Champions Dan Murrell and
Why do people like the Horsemen? Like, why? It's a It's a complainer, a traitor. Riley's all right, and then just Dan Murrell has never been of interest to me.
There's a lot
of people love Dan Murrell. People love.
I don't get why would you like that. It's like liking white bread.
Dude, your
Like,
last
it's
video,
cool.
you said he was your favorite horseman now.
What just happened?
Yeah, Paul.
Roca's sex life. Oh, Jesus.
Is that it? Or
Oh, God.
I'm gonna pull up my stream and see what's up.
Yeah, let me try to refresh. You gotta assume there's some kind of surprise or something. There
Yes.
we go.
and Chandru. The winner will play Smets.
Okay.
Number 1 Star Wars contender between Laura Kelly and Andrew DiMolanta to figure out who plays Alex Damon. There he is, DiMolanta in the crowd tonight, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh, wow.
DiMolanta in the crowd tonight.
DiMolata.
He's going to be playing against Laura Kelly. If he wins that, he plays Damon at the Spectacular. December
I hope Andrew
7th.
wins that.
December
Be nice to get another
7th.
fan in there.
You can be
Yeah.
Be there. The first ever fan expo will happen.
What is
11:30
that?
a.m.
What
All
is
the
that?
competitors out. Schmodown memorabilia. A lot of different things happening.
I'm gonna listen back to that moment and hear us call us out. I need to know what he said.
Shots. No. Schmodown. It's like a mini Schmodown con, and there are only around 80 tickets left. So go to the schmodownlive.com to get the tickets and the team tournament. The winner of that tournament will face the founding fathers at the spectacular. Ladies and gentlemen,
I have to watch that live.
you're pretty awesome. Thank you, and we will see you.
I'm kind of surprised there's no big surprise moment at the end like there usually is. Like usually somebody coming in or some kind of video or something.
Like, maybe they had something planned for if they lost, but since they didn't lose, maybe
announce the date of the awards or the draft or something. You can't just leave us blue-balled every time.
Wow, man. That's it, I guess, huh? I guess that's it.
Okay, wait. So can you do me a favor and actually go back to the moment he called us out because I didn't hear what he said besides our name. It's very late, isn't it?
Yeah, I'm gonna see where.
Okay, I want to know y'all's reaction while I was gone with take 3.
To the
match in general.
It was kind of deflating. We're just kind of like watching it. We saw Mike. I didn't really want either of them to win, so I wasn't really rooting for anybody, to be honest with you. But when Mike started getting his own head, he was just shaking.
He seemed out of it. But like so,
the perfect. Almost the double Dewberry hit. It almost seemed like Mike was starting to be like a little.
And if not for that miss in the second round, Dan would have thrown another perfect game.
Yeah, that's right. It's not coming up well. I don't know why it's not working for me. Usually I don't have to with the internet problems here, but it might be the stream itself now. I have a hard time.
Could be
jumping back to it.
All right. So who do you guys think can beat Founding Fathers?
Who do I think can beat them? A lot of the teams can beat them.
Yeah.
A lot of teams
Good answer, Paul.
To be honest with you, there's plenty of them that could. I mean, who's the boss would be an interesting match, having the horseman explode kind of thing. Oh, there we go. Let's get back here.
Okay, at least I didn't chant you deserve it.
I know. I was ready for it, and I was gonna pull. I pulled my headphones off.
Where is it?
You know, you keep trying, you keep climbing that mountain, and you get knocked back.
Skip forward like 15 seconds.
You're not sure if you can get back up again and climb.
I'm gonna let it go. I don't want to skip ahead and miss it.
All right. Oh, boo-hoo. Okay, wait. We have to be nice now, don't we?
We're supposed to be a little bit.
I already referred to Roka's diapers. It's fine.
Funnily enough, they referred to Chance's diapers on the reaction I was just on.
That's what we actually did too, because the whole thing in the because of what he said, what Jen said.
Oh no, maybe it wasn't. Maybe it was Mike's diapers. Then I don't know. Stop it! Why do they like Roka?
Well, he was a character. He was the first character they had. That's why
I get that. I used to like him. Used to, because then I got a brain and learned to think for myself.
How cool is it to be able to do it with one of your best friends?
This was amazing. I mean,
I'm happy for Dan. Don't get me wrong. I'm definitely happy for Dan.
I want to be, but it's just hard.
I'm happy for Dan. I can be happy for Dan. Dan's awesome as hell.
I know. He's plenty nice. Just.
I'm happy for Dagnino too. Dagnino's a hell of a game.
Okay, now I was losing my mind after that.
That was awesome.
Dude, he hit that 5. We're like, oh my god, it's not over. And then so I was on there with Malcolm, and he's like, oh yeah, it's Drop Dead Fred for Emma.
Yeah, I did that too.
What? And we're just like, holy shit. I can curse now. He's like, holy shit. We were just.
They'll always be part of that club, and I respect the hell out of those guys.
You respect everybody, Dan.
That's boring.
You know, there is no one in the world I wanted to do it more for than Dan. I beat myself up after both of those corruption matches. I felt like I didn't bring it 100%. We got a little bit of a dubious judgment on the first match. And then the second match, there was nothing to be said. They beat us straight up. But, you know, they talked all that mess about, well, why do we have to beat him again? Why do we have to beat him again? And Dan, I owe you so much more than a belt, my brother. He was so laser focused in the back. He got me laser focused. You know, you guys know I wear my heart on my sleeve. I come into this game, I give it everything I got. When people say it's just a movie trivia competition, I just nod my head, but inside I go, oh no, it's so much more than that. And you people are the reason why.
What do you mean, you people?
And I love each and every one of you.
Roke is racist. Here's why.
Each and every one of you. Even the call to action people who are sitting down, I still love each.
That's a lie. That's a lie. You blocked us, you bitch.
But I won't. But I won't. Here's the deal.
No, he said they were sitting.
Cut the stream. Cut the stream. We got our call out. All right.
So he said they were sitting down. So they like it must have been everyone was standing up, and then like our group was.
You know what? I'm not
in their seats.
Oh, of course they were. If they were standing, I'm gonna boot them.
No, they were. Billy just texted me saying they were all sitting down.
Yes.
Yeah. Well, John, I love to root against you. That's all I'll give you. I love to root against you. That's what I'll give.
That's amazing.
You're gonna say you love us. I'll say that back. I love you because I love to root against you. That's my nice guy.
So you know what? If you want to know how invested I am physically ill. I'm going to go after this. I'm going to drink a Sprite, take a Tums, and take a nap. I am that sick right now from watching this match. And granted, it's more because Mike lost, because I love Mike.
Mike, you won belt?
Because he lost to you.
Mike, you won belt now?
Doesn't matter. He's gotten more than your favorite.
It's your favorite too.
And
unless you're not worshiping at the.
I thought your favorite was Ben, you flip flopping traitor.
My favorite has always been Andrew fucking Guy. You know that. You know that. I've always said, well, okay, actually, I wasn't always him. It was kind of a both for a while. But then, once I drank 12 tequila shots with him, I was Team Guy for life.
Okay. This isn't as bad as Houston, but I'm only 2 matches ever made me sick. That and Houston, which is a big pillar to reach.
This is always gonna be a tough match for me anyway. But as soon as like I told Melissa, the only 2 times I've ever even semi-rooted for Kalinowski, he's lost. That's both times. And when Shannon walked Kalinowski out, I said, okay, maybe I'm leaning a little bit towards corruption because I do like Shannon. What happened?
Hate Mike more. I need you to hate Mike more.
You need to go against Mike. But I go ahead.
Okay, I still want to be like Smets is like my number 2 of all time because I love him and he's a great dude. But like I don't want to see Mike without a belt now. I don't know what to do.
Well, you better get used to it, my friend. You better get used because I think it's going to be.
Can Brandon Hanna face Mike Kalinowski? I would love to root against him.
Well, it could happen. You never know. We'll find out on Monday, I guess, huh? We'll find out on Monday about that one because he's facing Chandra, and then we got to see whoever wins that faces Smith.
I mean, we're getting Chandra on the reaction on Monday. That'll be fun.
That's
but
true.
Also, this is going up on Friday, so.
Later.
We already have had.
So we already know.
Yeah, I could spoil it right now to make it fit continuity, but let's not do that. I don't want to break Melissa's heart. Wait, Paul, don't you know?
I might not. I don't know.
Yeah, so Melissa, I won't spoil anything.
That's good. Is this really going on Friday or because I thought it was Thursday that it was coming out?
Because Thursday's going to be Chandra and Hannah. And then Friday's probably going to be this as a double header.
I could have sworn.
Oh my god! Like I can feel the bile in my stomach coming up my esophagus.
We know what you're doing just what John wants you to do.
I'm gonna vomit the shape of a horse on my whiteboard, hold it up, and then throw it at the screen.
You know what? I'm gonna say, and I will say it. They played a fucking good match. What are you gonna do? Dan and even John both played a good match. I mean, can't say anything against them. We can root against them all we want. We can say what we want. They earned the titles that night.
Oh my god!
The older Roka showed up. The one who knows what he's doing.
Season 3, Season 4, Roka showed up.
Yeah, he got a little bit of fire back, and he said it was for Dan. And hell, you know what? The bane of our existence might be our fault. He might have got so pissed at us and got so fiery that he got it back. So at the end of it, we might be the reason why John Roka came back.
I'm not going to say we are. I think we as a group are, because he said, "Oh, I want revenge, and I'm tired of these people putting me down, thinking less."
So it's our fault. We have
Yes.
become the engineers of our own destruction right now.
The fans. Hello, you 5 Horsemen fans. If you're watching this, why are you? But if you are,
you're welcome.
Keep rooting for him. The louder you cheer, the worse he'll be. So please, if he's your favorite player, make sure he knows it. He should never win another match again.
My God.
Let him know that he is the most beloved player in the history of the Schmodown and that we love him so much.
Absolutely, no one hates him. We are all we're all big fans of on the Outlaw Oka. Revel in your victory.
On the Outlaw Oka.
There you go. Now it's officially canon. On the Outlaw Oka. If you want to win another match, tell yourself you'll do it. You'll do great. Sure. In your head, you'll do great. But can you beat any of the teams in the team tournament? Inking the Brain is going to destroy you.
Inking the Brain.
Looney Bin is going to destroy you. The family is going to destroy you.
That's our hope. That's what I'd love to see. Andrew Guy against Dan Merle or John Roca with Drew.
The movie guys will destroy you. Paul Preston will go all the way to get another belt.
Another belt?
Dread it. Run from it. Roca, you will not survive this team tournament. I've got crazy eyes right now from how
you have
I am
eyes.
dehydrated from how much
it's crazy
in this match.
John, congratulations. You have driven James completely insane. He is mad.
Yeah.
He is done. And
I'll put this to good use now.
But,
going insane.
We're all a little mad here right now, so I guess we'll just have to kind of lean into it.
Well, I gotta say, like, honestly, you guys can be mad. I'm not as mad as you guys because at least I can revel in the fact that Mikey is now Mikey one belt. That makes me a little happy. That makes me just a little. It's a little happy though. So I'll choose that. I'll choose to revel in that.
Oh, okay. Well, even if they survive all of those players, I still have faith in my boy Ben to ultimately take down. That's right. That's right. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Can I do that too? I think I can.
Maybe. I can. Maybe. So maybe that's the case. So
yeah. So
well, I guess that does it for tonight.
Can we put Roka's face on here instead of Ben's? Or we can save this for the team tournament now.
Well, I used that yesterday in the match.
Or maybe that was more for the crowd in Orlando for the founding fathers. That was probably more appropriate.
Wait, you know what, Paul?
Yeah.
I'll reach a middle ground. I'll do what you've been wanting to do all night.
Flash! Ah, Mr. Sam Jones! And like that, he's gone.
I did that for you.
Thanks, Dan.
Paul.
Thanks. I was actually afraid.
That is the only way I will admit defeat.
Oh God. Well,
if only just like that he's gone was about on.
Well, John, Dan, champion,
and you know what? This is for you, Paul.
Beautiful, beautiful. Well, I guess that does it for us tonight, then, guys. 2.5 hours later, spent, tired, utterly defeated by some of us are utterly defeated.
No matter who.
That was true, and that was so true. That was my problem. That was my problem.
It's true. Not about the manager match. That was no matter who wins, we win. But this is no matter who
it wasn't.
Dagnino winning was a goal. It was awesome. Dagnino winning was phenomenal. I don't care what anybody says about that. I love Kaiser. Want to see Kaiser win, but Dagnino, that was kind of a magical moment. Dagnino had 18 fucking points. Dagnino had 18 points in his last 5 matches.
It took a miracle for Dagnino to win. It took a miracle for the founding fathers. So y'all better hope you butt fucking Tinkerbell enough because it won't happen again.
Question.
Okay. Answer.
Does Dagnino is he in the hunt for most improved player considering where he came from? I mean, it's only 2 matches, but considering where he came from to where he is now,
Maybe.
I mean,
I think he at least gets a mention. I think he at least gets a mention. Oh well.
I am gonna vomit.
On that note, we should probably let you get off the stream so you can go vomit. So
nope, I have nothing to record after this. I've been at this computer literally all day, and it won't change after the fact. So you know what? So yeah, I gotta head out so I can make my other recording. All you lovely, lovely viewers, I'm sorry. I'm sorry I've been backing a horse y'all didn't like, but I have served my penance. No longer... I have learned my ways, and hopefully I'm no longer a gaping chest wound, or worse than a gaping chest wound. Starting next week, we have the family, and we have Who's the Boss to bond over. I have my loony bin, and y'all know I love them to it with my deep passion.
I like the loony bin. I'm okay with the loony bin.
We are together once again because we have a
true.
common enemy.
That's true.
Founding fathers with their
John
whole
Roca
brand, graphic thing, whatever that's supposed to be. We have an enemy.
Oh yeah, that was pretty lame.
Viewers, the enemy of my enemy is my friend. Work together and destroy the horseman.
Destroy the horseman. That's James signing off, everybody. So, well, I guess that's it for us tonight. John, I hope if you're watching, we gave you what you need because you gave us a good match and you did it to beat us, I guess, partially. And I'll take that credit that we helped you win, and we'll have to shoulder that burden. But congratulations, Dan, on a tag team title. That's well deserved. Congratulations, Dagnino, and I guess that's it for us. Mel, anything to add? Anything to plug for you? That's it.
Nope. Congratulations, Tom. Congratulations, Dan. And that's all I'll have to say.
Well, you can find us at Call to Action Pod. Find us on TeePublic under Call to Action. You can find Team Action Patreon with Ben and Drew, since we're going into the tag team tournament, and we got Ben doing well and being the singles tournament or singles final. And I will say congratulations to Tom. Congratulations, Dan. And I will say, John, you played a good game. You did at least deserve the win with your play tonight. And I am still hoping to see you go down in flames and spectacular. That's it. Good night, everybody.